Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Brad the Bard, and today I have the champ from Copa, Podio, with me. I have Steve, and a giant shout out to Vedinian. If you guys like horror and creative writing and sci-fi, check out his website. It's in the link below. And we are at Studio84. Giant shout out to these guys for letting us use this space. Welcome to the show, man. What's good?
My man, thank you for having me.
Yo.
A lot's good. A lot is good. A lot's been happening really quick.
It's all been good. I see, man. You're a busy man.
I love to compete. I'm obsessed with it, to be honest.
It's awesome. I think it's probably a better thing to be into right now.
Yeah, there's not much to be into at the moment, but I don't know. It's kind of a bad thing too.
What's bad about being a competitive jiu-jitsu athlete?
Because it's never enough, man.
Oh, like, dude, I understand.
Biggest one that's ever gonna happen. And you win it, you're cool for like 5 hours. You get a couple Instagram
5
followers.
hours, right?
Dude,
oh shit.
The last like 3 weeks, I'm at a match and I get a match offer, and then I'm like, yep. Like I haven't even done my match. I'm like, yes, because I know I like getting the Instagram followers and the likes for like
the dopamine kicks in, yeah.
And then it's going like, what happened?
Oh, I need to kill more. Need more
start
flesh,
scratching yourself,
more blood.
Like I'm fiending for it.
That's amazing. So, yo, let me ask, the Copa Podio fight, that was the first time you fought outside of the U.S.?
Yeah, first time I've been outside the U.S.
Damn, dude,
yeah.
What a fucking way to go.
Yeah, it was rough getting there. Like,
yeah?
The whole process.
Were you jet lagged? How fucking far back is the hours on that place?
Only two.
Only two?
Only two,
Word.
But it was like maybe 10 hours of travel with like a 2-hour layover in between. And the most I've ever flown is like 6 in California.
Nice.
But
you competed there?
Yeah, I did Worlds twice there.
Nice,
I got DQ'd on the last one. For,
what happened?
Headbutt. Yeah. And it turns out the kid that I got DQ'd against, the ref was one of his coaches.
Oh, what a bum.
IBJJF, man.
Yeah, that's how it
IBJJF.
be. What's your opinion on them allowing heel hooks now?
I love it. I love it, man. Like, I think it's going to change the game a decent bit, but I'm kind of worried about, like, everyone's talking, like, heel hookers are going to come in and wreck everybody. Everyone, like, doesn't realize, like, heel hookers give up position all the time. Like, leg locks, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd rather be in a leg lock position than be on top trying to pass.
Yeah.
So I might give up my top position. They're going to lose matches just off points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can speak directly to that, actually. I just did a Fuji competition, and I've been training with a lot of leg lockers this year, and I found myself compromising positions to try and get like modified straight ankles off of these heel hook positions because the heel hooks are illegal for blue belt. I was like, fuck. So I did the wins that I did get were sub, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, man. Sub's the only way to go.
Yeah.
Points are fake.
Yeah.
Points don't count.
Points don't count in the street, right?
No. Well, the streets are kind of scary.
Yo, the streets are indeed
You
scary.
can't guard pull there.
Yo.
It's rough for me.
I don't know, man. If you can knock them down with some ashi, I think they'd be pretty worried about it, man.
No,
you can't stand up with a broken knee, man.
Yeah, on that, like, competing at blue belt, you can't do leg locks. That was a big thing for me. I just started competing at black belt and got I didn't really get beat up, but I lost a couple. It just kind of teaches you that level that you need to be at.
Nice.
That's a big thing my coach Jay says.
So you just kind of like incubate yourself in that and just make that like this is the top level.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. What you just said there kind of reminds me of something my drill sergeant said, like when I was in the Army. It's like if you're focused on maxing the PT test, you'll never have to worry about the minimum requirement. Know what the top is and aim for that.
Yeah, man. Thank you for your service, by the way. My dad was an Army Ranger.
Shit, yeah, he's more badass than I am.
Nah, he's a nerd.
He's a nerd.
He trains jiu-jitsu too.
That's awesome, man.
But he's the man. He's one of the reasons I got into it. Him and my buddy Chris.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about your what got you into martial arts in the first place.
So
you're young as hell too. What, you're like 21?
Just turned 21 in
That's
September.
fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah. It's actually kind of a cool story. I played football all through like my younger years.
You don't say.
Dude, I was like 280. I was thicker than a
Jesus.
Snickers bar. But played football, lifted, did all that. So I wanted to play football in college. Like I don't like school. I don't like any of that. I don't like a desk job idea.
Yeah.
I want to do something that I enjoy. So I wanted to go to college for that. I tore my meniscus in my left leg. And I tore my right one the year before, so I kind of knew what to do for that. I go to get an MRI, And they're like, hey, yeah, the meniscus is torn. They saw a giant mass right above it in my leg. Like, so it was a myxoid liposarcoma.
Oh, geez.
Like, it was like malignant.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
dude.
like I got a huge scar under here. Like, so I did that. Like, we got surgery, great surgeons at Cooper, and then radiation I did at UPenn. All doctors are great. Shout out to Dr. Kurtz and Dr. Kim, saving my life, letting me do this. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. But because of that, football was kind of out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then I was thinking about military. Every recruiter said, nah, we're good.
Oh, that's
'cause of my
crazy.
leg. Yeah.
Damn.
So
Because of the meniscus or the surgery?
the surgery.
Damn, yeah. That I was gonna say that's
a
what
risk.
will get you.
That's
yeah.
a risk. They might have to pay for that someday.
Mhm, yeah.
So I was like mopey. I was getting chubby for maybe like a year. A family friend of mine, Chris Lewis, he's a black belt under Alessandro Quintella, who was my first coach. He dragged me there. Like, I was always kind of interested, but I was like, man, it's raining out. I don't feel like driving 30
any
minutes.
excuse,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I stubbed my toe this morning. I'm kind
Yeah.
of worried about it. But he dragged me there. Ever since that first day, man, I don't think I've taken more than like 2 days off straight.
Jeez, man.
And then,
You're hooked.
yeah, I'm obsessed with it. It's the only thing I do at this point.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you make money doing jujitsu at all?
Yeah,
Just with
recently.
that's
recently
awesome,
I've been
man. I'm really
making
happy to hear that, man.
some. Yeah, they flew me out to Copa Podio, paid me a decent like purse for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the top guys would be like, nah, like quadruple that. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk. But for me,
It was your first
yeah.
time out of the country, bro.
Yeah.
I would have said yeah for the ticket, bro.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was
it's like,
actually a cool time.
who do I have to fight? The best guy? I don't care. Get me there.
I'm getting paid and I'm getting flown out. Nice.
That's all I need, man. So how many days were you in Brazil before the competition?
Without travel, I think it was two, maybe three.
So you got time to kind of relax and kind of like no.
So when I fly, I retain a lot of water weight.
Yeah,
So- and-
that's interesting. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Tatiana, who is one of the guy's the owner,
Yeah.
but they kind of do it together of Studio84. She's been in charge of my weight for the last few months. I'm trying to think of a number. As long as Studio84 has been open, she's been 100% in charge of it, and she's done a great job. I was 240 a couple months ago. I woke up 200 this morning.
Damn, dude.
But when I flew there, I was supposed to be 200 the day we got there, so then we could start an easy weight cut. I got there, I was 210. I had to be 193.
Ooh.
And I've never cut weight before.
Oh,
So
man.
the whole time leading up to it, I barely ate, didn't drink any water. I was miserable the entire time. Like,
Yeah.
I was snapping. I was just being a little baby about it.
Yeah, I know. Hangry is the
Yeah,
term.
yeah.
I was doing that or something like that recently for my comp. But when did you weigh in?
All right. I'm glad you asked because I'm kind of heated about this.
Yeah.
So we weigh in the day before, so the weight cut wasn't as big of an issue.
Cool.
But they tell me, be ready for weigh-ins at 4
PM?
4 p.m. So in my head, I'm like, I just got to make it till 4. I'm just laying. So we cut weight. I was in a sauna suit for about an hour.
I saw your Instagram.
I was very upset. while I was in there.
very
I wouldn't have made it without Guy sitting in there with me, because when you're doing something by yourself, you're like, I'm in the worst position of my life. When someone's sitting there right next to you,
It's rough,
you're like,
yeah.
all right, let me not bitch out while he's looking at me.
Yeah, for real,
It
for
makes you
real.
pretend you're tougher than you are. But so we did that. Then we went to an Atos affiliate. There were like 3 world champions in the room, and I trained with maybe 7 rounds after already losing like 5 in the sauna and not eating for 2 days. Bullied me. Like, it was
Oh,
it was
man.
terrible. And I was in the sauna suit while I was training, so we were doing nogi. They would get like a Kimura grip, and I can't pull it.
Yeah.
They cheated a little bit, man. They were
Man.
grabbing like the
Oh,
sleeve of
yeah.
it. Like, man, I don't train this.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
But then they say, so I do all that the day of weigh-ins. So I'm doing that all day, and there's like 4 hours in between when I just got done the weight cut and I'm on weight. So I'm just laying in my bed. There's a water bottle across like the room, and I'm just staring at that thing. I got a little packet of Pedialyte, and I was feeling some type of way about that water bottle.
Yo, no doubt.
But so they say 4 o'clock. So I get my water bottle in my little bag. I'm like, okay, 4 o'clock. It was like 3:50. We go downstairs. They're like, yeah, it'll be another 30 minutes. I get mad. I'm just sitting there. I'm pouting.
Longest
in
30 minutes of your life.
pouting in the corner. So then we get into the room after that 30 minutes is over. The promoter, he doesn't speak any English, so he's talking to everyone in Portuguese. I don't know what he's saying, so he's doing like this whole speech. It was maybe 6 o'clock when I actually weighed in.
Oh my God.
So I'm hearing like, I don't speak any Portuguese, so I'm hearing da 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 da. When I want to just hear, hey, come over here. The scale's right here. So I'm just crying in the corner. I fidgeted the whole time. And the guy I was going against was over there looking like a tank, not worried about it. He had a nice watch on. He weighed in with his watch and jeans. Like, he did not cut weight at all.
Dude, that dude looked like a fucking tank. He looked heavier than you.
I don't want to say I was worried, but like when I saw his Instagram, I'm like, God, his biceps are huge.
That's fucked, yeah.
Like he lifts more than me for sure.
So what did you weigh in at?
193.
Right on the dot.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. It was rough.
You chugged that fucking water, ain't you?
Dude, I had 2 liters with me. It was gone in 5 minutes.
That's epic. Yeah, it's so nice when you have the whole day before to like fucking rehydrate and everything like that.
IBJJF is rough with that. Cutting weight for them. Like, because you just cut weight, you could be half dead. You go right on the mat in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't even drink a bottle of water.
Yeah. Jeez. You said like the Pedialyte, man. That's been a staple in my weight cutting strategy like since the beginning.
My mom commanded me to take some.
Yeah, it's a good strategy, man. It's a good strategy. I think it's supposed to heal babies. So you know what I mean? Really? Yeah, that's what Pedialyte's for.
Really?
Yeah, it's for children.
I was acting like a baby.
Yeah, so it was perfect for you. No, that's fucking funny, man. Yo, so you had like 24 hours to fight. What time did you fight the next day?
That's another story I'm mad about.
Man,
I was mad this whole trip, to be honest with you. So they tell us, be ready to leave the hotel and go to the event at 4 o'clock. So same thing. That the next day, I watched the Nicky Rod Black Belt Slayer featuring Nicky Rod and Jay Regalbuto on Flow Grappling to get myself hyped up. So I watched it at like 11, and I was in my hotel room just pacing, looking in the mirror, like bouncing, like, oh, we're getting this. I did not fight until 10 p.m.
Jeez, dude.
I didn't know it was the co-main event of it, and then it was all gi matches. And you know how Grappling Industries does like a round robin?
I do, yes.
They had like a 8 or 10 man bracket, all round robin.
Jesus.
And
that took a few hours.
I'm sitting there so mad, and not a single person got a submission on the whole card except me. I was the only submission.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was a purple belt going against a black belt.
Yeah.
Like I think submission's the most important thing in jiu-jitsu. And
I think that's a controversial opinion, but I agree. Coming as a casual guy who came into the sport looking for self-defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like what do you want to see? Like when you watch something.
Yeah, right. As a spectator, I think it's most important in that respect too. If you want this to become a popularized thing, you want the spectators to see blood.
Yeah. And that's where the money comes. Like there's not too much money in jiu-jitsu unless your name's Gordon Ryan.
Yeah.
So you really got to like make it exciting. I think Fight to Win does a really good job with that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think Kasai. I actually like Kasai's point system, and then ADCC is just unreal. Like the production on it, everything is just interesting.
Yeah.
But then IBJJF.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they do the mats either. Like the way like you know how like when you go on Flow Grappling, there's mat 1, mat 2, mat 3. Camera's rolling like the whole time. I mean, I understand they can't have like announcers on everyone. It's not ADCC.
Yeah.
But it's just not as fun. And that's a big thing. Like IBJJF is the biggest jiu-jitsu tournament in the world, and no one likes to watch it.
Yeah. And like kind of to your point with the 3-mat setup, there are certain things like it's a more efficient event, right? Like you're going to see more action more quickly. Like maybe you're interested in, these matches and, this one ends and then you can turn instantly, get back on to like some shit happening. So there's definitely like advantages to that, but Fight to Win's one big mat, one big event for every fighter. You got the walk-in music and everything. You can't really do that with 3. Yeah,
that's dope.
What's your walkout song tomorrow night?
Tomorrow it's gonna be Real American, like Hulk Hogan's walkout.
That's amazing. Yeah.
My mom loved it.
Hell yeah. What did you have a walkout song for Copa Podio?
No, they do their own picks on that.
Oh, nice.
So I was fine with it. Was kind of like drums or whatever, but it kind of sounded dope. I kind of liked going up to it. But when you're walking out there, you don't hear the music.
Yeah.
Like, and if you do hear the music, that's not good because it means you're not really focused. Like I'm only worried about my match at that point. I'm not gonna listen to a nice tune.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's interesting. So, if you had to describe like how the sensory like situation is in your mind and your body leading up to a competition. Like obviously last weekend was I would, correct me if I'm wrong, probably the biggest comp of your life.
100%.
And now tonight you're going against like another really high level dude at, a fucking big event. What's going through your mind? Like how do you feel like before you walk up onto the mat? Like what's the adrenaline feeling like in your body? Like what is the sensation?
Yeah. There's a couple things. Like I can't really feel all 5 senses when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
For some reason, do you follow music pretty closely,
yes,
right?
I'm a big music guy.
Yeah. So do you know 3 Days Grace?
Of course.
Dude, Time of Dying plays
Yeah?
in my head.
That's
entire
interesting,
time.
yo.
The entire
That's
time. Like I don't
interesting.
hear people talk. I just hear that song. Like no headphones. I'm just ready to
It's
go.
in there, just ingrained.
My body literally just feels like it's jumping the whole time, and not from like nervousness, but just I want to get out there.
Yeah.
Like win,
You
lose,
just feel the
draw.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go out and see what I have. That's all I'm worried. I think I have really high level jiu-jitsu for him. I've only been training 2.5 years.
Wow,
And
dude.
I'm submitting black belts like regularly in competition now. So I'm confident, and I just want everyone else to see what I can do too. But
That's pretty powerful, man. Like 2.5 years and you're already at that elite level.
Yeah. It's Jay Regalbuto.
Yeah, man. Do you think it's a product of like your build so much as like your training? Like what do you think the ratio is?
It's 100% the training. Like there's guys that I've competed against that have like 8, 9, 15 packs of abs. Like it's ridiculous. They just don't know what to do. Coaches like Jay Regalbuto just break it down in the right way. We don't waste time on things that lose position. We don't go for an arm bar that puts us on our back. Like we don't train that. We go for back attacks. We go for leg locks from safe positions. We don't do anything that's a waste of time. We don't do anything crazy fancy. We look to break you down, get to your back or get to your leg.
I remember I was here for the one day, like the first day I met you actually, for the comp class, one of the Wednesdays, and the way he has it so regimented was really interesting. I'd never been to a class like that. I could definitely see how the structure of the class is a huge asset.
Yeah. It changed my game. I got to Jay Regalbuto. It's funny how I started working with Jay. I did a tournament of his Toys for Tots. So I kind of knew who he was. So then my teammates at Quintel MMA that I used to train at were telling me about this I was a blue belt at the time, big, strong blue belt, just won 80cc trials, Nicky Rod. I'm like, oh, who's this bum? Like, I'm big and strong too. They're like, oh, yeah, well, he trains at South Jersey BJJ Wednesday mornings. I'm like, all right, let's see what I got. So I get there. Jay greets me right away. Super nice guy, like the nicest person in jiu-jitsu by far. And I get there, I start doing some drills. Then Nick's there just warming up in the corner. Suddenly a camera crew starts coming in. I can't remember if it was for Polaris or some other event he was doing. But for that, when camera crews come in, Nick turns it on. Like he's a very good training partner, but when the cameras are on, he puts you to work. So I've never rolled with Nick before. I had terrible wrestling at the time. I was put with Nick while cameras were on. There's a video out there of Nick just launching me 50 million times. I've tried to hide it. They won't take it down.
That's so funny. Just reporting it every week.
So immediately after that, I went up to Jay and I said, listen, I want to be a world champion. I want to be where this guy's at. Tell me what to do. I'll do exactly what you say. And I've never not listened to Jay since, and it's just going great for me.
That's awesome, man. That's so cool when you have the dynamic of like a student that's like, I identify that you are the master, and I want that reflection, and then the master's like, yes, I want to give you the gifts to win. And I feel like that's such a good vibe that this gym specifically has. Like I've only trained here that one time, but man, like everyone in here is a fucking bruiser, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like just the amount of news that has been generated this week, right? Like Nick obviously just fucking won his and got his fucking UFC like contract.
Dude,
that's incredible, man.
Heavy hands.
No doubt.
Dana
dude.
White's contender, dude. I'm really proud of the kid.
Yeah, man. Would you ever do MMA?
Probably not.
No.
I'm
would
too
you
cute.
Would you ever do a street beefs?
What's that?
You don't know what street beefs
No,
is,
what's street
bro?
beefs?
2 in a row, guys, on my podcast don't know what street beefs is. It's like these non-sanctioned fights that happen in like Georgia or some shit like that. It's like a dirt pad where they just throw gloves on these scrub people.
Oh, I'll fight a scrub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fight a scrub.
I'll pull guard in the middle of that.
I'm gonna send you a bunch of funny videos later. You were just talking about Cool Rack. He actually did one.
Did he?
Yeah, dude. He fucked someone
Mike's
up,
funny
bro.
as hell. I bet he did.
He fucked somebody up.
No,
bro.
I love Mike.
Yeah. I want to have him on so bad, man. I'm gonna try to convince him to just let me film it here. He lives in New Jersey, doesn't he? Yeah, man.
I'm going to his gym tonight actually to train after weigh-ins at Fight to Win. So him
How
and
far
Sean.
is that from here?
From here, it's probably not that far. From where I'm weighing in, it's maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah, I might come.
Hey man, 8
I might
p.m.
come
8
I might
p.m.
come stop by.
Come on in.
We'll have to
Come
see.
on
We'll
in.
have to
We'll get
see.
it done.
That's interesting. But yeah, man, that's fucking epic shit, man. I think didn't he just opened his own gym too?
Yeah, Immortal
Immortals.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
shout out to
his
them.
whole fucking like the whole like facade, the strangle thing that he's got with the shirts, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah,
He's
he
like
knows how to promote himself.
Dude, he's owning it so well, man.
And the thing is, like, he's likable.
Oh, he's so fun, bro.
So I started training pretty often at Henzo's, like 2-3 times a week now. And this is recent. So
Henzo's in New York?
Yeah.
Wow.
Henzo's in New York. Just because I'm friends with Nick. So I went up there, and he was one of the first people I talked to while I was up there. Warm immediately, makes jokes, doesn't make you feel uncomfortable at all. Because, like, it's like you're at the big show. He comes up. I remember I just competed against the guy he competed against. So he saw my face on Instagram or whatever. He comes up to me. He grabs me by my arm. He's like, "Are you famous?" I'm like, "No, that's you, bro. You're sold the strangles."
Are you famous?
I'm like, "I
That's
want
so
to be." And
fucking
it was in
funny.
front of Craig Jones, too. I was talking to Craig.
Shit.
And he's like, "Are you famous?" I'm like, "Don't tell him that. He's going to think I'm good."
Yeah, that's funny as hell, yo. Damn, dude, there's some killers there, man. I wish I could make it up there sometime.
Dude, it's any given day that I've been up there, there've been 3 80cc like level competitors at least.
Yeah,
at least.
that shit's
one
epic.
day, like I think it was Wednesday, dude. It was like Oliver Taza, Nick Ronan, Gary Tonin. No, Ethan wasn't there. Nicky Rod. I'm trying to think, dude. There were some monsters. In the
No
room.
doubt.
And it's not really intimidating because you don't really expect to beat these guys.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The goal is just to give them good work, so they want
Yeah.
you back in the room.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you how friendly are they to outsiders? Because like I'm technically not a Henzo guy.
Yeah.
I guess my lineage from where I got my blue belt is Sauce Team.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. I got a few friends over there.
Yeah.
The Myers brothers.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Good
Fuck
dudes.
Killers, dude.
Funny thing with Kyle, we hated each other. The
Oh,
first
yeah?
he beat the hell out of me, and I got like a diving spazzy toe hold on him, and he was mad because like I didn't really know leg locks, and I just kind of cranked it.
Yeah.
We hated each other for the longest time.
That's
like we
so
just
funny.
like didn't want to talk, and now we're great friends. Like I really like the Myers brothers. James Booth trains with them a lot. He's a great dude.
Yeah, man.
Monster.
But yeah, like Henzo's in New York. Like how are they to outsiders? Like how like if it, do I need to know a guy or something to get in the door?
I don't
Like
think you
open
need to
mats
know
only?
a guy.
No
right
classes
now,
unless
right
you're a
now you got to
member?
be a member.
Yeah.
Right now
Well,
you
it makes
got-
sense with the COVID
like even,
shit, right?
Even I'm paying, and I know most of the guys up there. But for me, I'm not completely an outsider. Like I've met most of those guys multiple times.
that
I'm
makes sense.
under Jay. They all love Jay, and Nick's up there. Literally, when I walk up there, I feel like I have like a big brother to hide behind if someone's mean to me.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even like me that much, and I'm just like, Nick's
That's
my friend,
funny.
guys.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. Yeah, I've trained with a lot of the guys from there, and it's just interesting.
They're all pretty friendly.
Yeah, I might have to drop in there. I gotta wait for this fucking COVID shit to go away, man.
Well, you said you just did a thing with Frank Rosenthal, right?
Yeah, man. I had him on at Bayside. Yeah, like I said, man. Him, Rob Deagle. Like I've had a lot of well, I guess Rob's a brown belt, but I've had so many high level guys that I'm just friends with that I've trained with or around and
I think
just
you'd be fine
watch
going up
them.
there.
Yeah, man.
They love publicity anyway.
Yeah, you know what I
They
mean.
love
I'll be
it.
like, "Yo, everyone here, podcasts, like you know, what I mean? Right now."
No, you'll see some people jump up. You'll see like a bunch of blue belts there who their blue belts are killers too.
No
like,
doubt.
I want to be on a podcast.
Yeah,
Put
I
me
bet.
in.
I bet. Are you even sponsored, bro? I better
No,
not.
I'm not
I
sponsored.
better. Yeah.
Someone sponsor me.
Yes,
Hopefully
yeah,
Bang Energy or Rain.
Is that who you want?
What?
Is that who you
I
want?
need an energy drink sponsor, and I would love a CVS brand sponsor.
What about like a soap company? I think that's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, I would
right?
love a soap company. They don't like me. I don't know.
They
why.
don't like you?
I'm clean, dude.
Yeah.
I take like 5 showers a day because I
Bro,
practice so
bro,
much.
you just put me in like a triangle choke. You smelled fine.
Thank you.
Oh
Smell like roses.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, man, let's kind of go back to the question I asked a moment ago, like the sensory shit, right?
Yeah.
So do you feel like do you like to watch matches leading up to your fight, like, or are you kind of like in the back and just like headphones on, like what's your vibe, like how do you kind of keep yourself like tunnel visioned on what's like the purpose?
So it depends where I'm at. So the Copa Podio was just all gi matches that were all pretty boring to me. So I don't watch them, but like Fight to Win tomorrow, dude, I'm gonna be I got a bunch of friends on. I'm gonna be watching those matches the whole time. I don't really like to listen to music before like I go out, like even like hours before, because like I told you, I got music in my head going.
Yeah.
So I think like the adrenaline dump is such a big thing in competition.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna listen to music, I remember one IBJJF I listened to like Beethoven just to calm myself down because I was so hyped up. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I'm a Beethoven fan now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so no music. I kind of just pace. Like I pace all the time. Like I just, like I told you, in my room, everywhere. If I'm getting ready for a match, I'm pacing. Like I'm jittery right now, just getting ready for tomorrow.
Thinking
I'm
about
excited.
it. Yeah, it's awesome, man. I can vibe your energy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, man, this guy's about to go to war.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
It's awesome, man.
I'm ready to go. I'm excited for this match.
So, are there any like subs that you're really hunting for, like that you would like to get in a competition before the end of the year?
Man, I want a back triangle armbar.
Yeah?
I want it so bad because one of my teammates, Justin Pack, who's on the card with me tomorrow, he gets them all the time, and he just tells me they're so easy. And I got long legs. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I go for the rear naked choke every time because I want whatever sub comes up first. But if I had to pick one, it would be that back triangle armbar.
Yeah, you've been labbing it. Like
Yeah, dude, I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad. I try, and they just get out immediately.
Yeah, man, it's an interesting thing. Like I don't have the stubbiest legs, and I'm pretty flexible. But man, like triangles, it's got to be a specific kind of guy to fall into my shit. You know?
Yeah.
That's
mostly
pretty...
wrestlers. Wrestlers getting them all the time.
For sure.
Wrestling's fake, by the way.
Oh my
it's a
god.
fake sport.
Wrestling's fake.
Yeah, call me out on Instagram. We'll do a match.
At me. That's funny as hell, man. Yeah. So man, I can't. Are you lined up for any other competitions? For the rest of the year?
I might get on the November 20th Fight to Win card. I asked for a few guys.
Nice.
And I'm just waiting for Seth to get back to me. He replied back and said he would get back to me.
Nice.
I'm open for anything. Anything. Copa Podio's planning on having me back with heel hooks this time. Heel hooks and reaping. They got some big Russian bruiser purple belt who only trains gi.
Oh, man.
He's really feeling himself right now.
You really hate gi? You don't train gi at all?
I trained gi for the first year and a half of my training, and I've only been doing it for 2.5 years. I don't hate gi. It's just not as fun for me, and I like to make fun of things.
I mean, you're young too, right?
Yeah.
Like I hear it's like a stereotype that gi is like old man jujitsu. A lot of the times, it's just slower paced. There's a lot more to know, and
I'm kind of good at the gi too.
Yeah.
Like for
I like the
belt.
there's certain grips I like. I like the advantages you can do with like the different collar chokes. Like that shit's fun. But man, like when you're getting swept by a black belt like every fucking 10 seconds, like I fucking hate this.
It's not fun. They start pulling your thing over your head. You're like, come on, I'm trying to get out. I really like lasso guard.
Yeah,
in the gi. I always
interesting.
Because I play that butterfly half guard in no gi a lot, so I go to that hip and I just swing that guy into their arm. I usually get a lot of sweeps or submissions from there.
That's pretty cool.
I haven't trained gi in like 9 months though.
That's so funny.
So I don't know if I'm still good at it.
How often do they do gi here?
I think every day. John Combs and Guy both teach gi. John runs the kids class, and I think Tuesday, Thursday, he does gi classes. It's pretty often.
Okay. Yeah, like my gym, it's Tuesday, Thursday gi, Monday, Wednesday no gi, and then the weekends are whatever we decide.
Yeah. I kind of show up to gi classes in no gi.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm disrespectful like
That's
that.
fucked up, bro.
They all hate it.
Yeah, if I was your instructor, I'd be giving you the fucking grease. It's like,
Oh.
yo, where's your fucking gi? Where's your fucking gi, Steve?
Like, I have an ego and I want to win. That's why, sir. These blue belts would beat me up if I put the gi on.
Yo, for real. That's funny as hell, man. So what do you think, coming from football, I think like football is one of those sports where, it's a lot of go, and there's like a lot of competitive, like the team atmosphere is big. Do you find that you look for that same kind of mentality in jiu-jitsu?
No.
And this is what I mean. Like when you went to Copa Podio, it was you and Guy, right? Fight to Win. You have a lot of your friends on the card. Do you feel like there's a team thing there, or do you feel more like it's an alone thing?
It's definitely an alone thing. It's cool to have your buddies around you, it's cool to have people pick you up, but at the same time, it's just you out there.
Yeah, once you're on the mat,
how hard
yeah.
you trained. Like, say Guy did 6 rounds training for Copa Podio and I did 3. That's not a team effort. You know what I mean? That's Guy working harder than me. That's someone working harder than you. You have to worry about yourself when you do stuff like that. I definitely think football added the just show up mentality. That's what I call it, where you don't want to go to practice. Well, you're going to practice. You don't want to go lift. Well, you're going to go do that because that's your job.
Yeah.
Like, this is a job for me. Like, whenever Jay and me are about, like, Jay's about to coach me and compete, he just says, go to work. Do your job. Go to work. And it's a good time. But you gotta work hard for it. It's not an option anymore. It's you have to go do it. Luckily, I like it.
Yeah.
But it's a job like any other.
Whenever you feel like you're having like a shitty day, like you're getting your fucking ass beat, or maybe like even you come down off a loss from a fucking competition, how do you tell yourself that Monday, like, we're going in and we're fucking training the same way, we're gonna cover, like, patching the holes kind of thing?
I do a weird thing. If I feel like I'm having a bad day, I use that. Like, say I just can't hold guard for anything.
Yeah.
I'll stop trying to hold my guard. I'll work on my bad positions. Like, I'll let someone get to my back and I'll work on escapes. I'll let someone get a fully locked armbar or a Kimura just to work on that. And then my escapes are pretty solid. So as soon as I get out of that, out of something, it boosts my confidence a little bit.
Makes sense. Interesting.
With losses, I don't know how most people react to them, but losses, if I lose at like 6 p.m. on a Saturday and there's a training session at 8 p.m. that same day, I'm going to that training session.
Nice,
like,
dude.
I know what I did wrong. I'm going to be much better for the next time. Like, I don't enjoy losing. I enjoy improving and seeing what I'm doing wrong. Like, my last, 15 matches, besides the Copa Podio one, which went maybe 6 minutes, all my matches have been under a minute, maybe 5 seconds over. So there's been a lot of success lately, and I like it, but where am I messing up? Like, these higher level guys, I don't think the guy this weekend's gonna last more than 2 minutes, but these higher level guys want to get black belts that know leg locks, stuff like that, who do my game better than I do it. That's what I'm interested in doing. I want to see what level I'm really at.
Yeah. That's interesting. How often do you train with people? Like, you're a big dude. So I'm just wondering how often you train with dudes that are heavier than you, because that's something that in this gym, maybe it's a lot different than, your typical gym. But a lot of times when you're the guy that's over the 180, 170 I find is a pretty popular weight for most dudes to be in. But once you're over that, you have 1 or 2 dudes maybe that are occasionally going to be around for you to roll with. But how often do you fight heavier dudes?
Pretty much every day.
Yeah.
There's always 1 or 2 guys that are bigger than me, and they're never around my size. They're either 180, a lot lower, or they're 260.
Yeah.
But I play a really flowy game. I don't try and smash. I could just try and muscle, but honestly, I get tired faster, so I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can flow with these little guys. We have this girl here. Do you know Sophie? Little small girl.
I think
Sophie Dog on Instagram.
Yeah, I think I've seen her. I saw her here, but I didn't get to roll with her or anything.
She's so technical. She's 12. She reminds me of my little sister who's 13.
That's funny as hell.
And this girl is, I was just looking around the room. She's the most technical person in the room besides me, and it's horrific. But I train with her. I have more fun than some 240-pound blue belt who just wants to take my head off, and I feel like I get more out of it. We transition to positions, and her transitions are so good that I feel like I'm actually having a good roll.
That's interesting. It's interesting to hear you say that, coming from the really competitive mindset that you have, and you're really even the bruiser mentality thing. How much do you deviate your training between flow rolling and really technical stuff, and then really fucking we're gonna just rip each other's head off kind of shit?
I think I do all 3 in one day. I train maybe 2-3 times a day, and that's kind of how I stay from getting hurt. I'll do the mornings, I'll do a flowy thing just to get my body moving.
Yeah,
especially now
get
it's
it flexible.
Cold out.
Yeah, of course.
Then that midday is hard. Midday's really hard, and then at night it's more technical. Unless happened the other day, I was training, and it was my 4th training session of the day, and I was at Henzo's that day, so I was dead. They beat me up.
Yeah.
So I come here, I'm just looking for a nice, easy round, and there was this purple belt. I forget his name. Super nice guy, but he's competing this weekend on Fight to Win too. So he's in comp mode, and he doesn't really know how to turn it off yet. Man, he came at me so hard, and I took offense, because I'm tired. Like, I yawned.
Yeah.
Like 5 times in this training session. I didn't drill. Like, I'm just there to get a couple rounds in to make myself feel better. He tried to rip my feet off. I think I turned it up to maybe like 90% on him and tapped him like 12 times to make him calm down. And after that, he was super great. He was the best training partner after that.
That's funny. So you were saying about turning it on and off. That competitive mindset, do you have do you feel like the week of you really like change your mentality and your training style, or you pretty regimented and it's just like, we're going to work like every day?
Yeah, every day. Same thing.
It's so interesting. Frank Rosenthal said the same thing.
Yeah, you're competing every day.
Yeah, man. It's such a cool mentality to have. Like, you guys train every day. Like me, I'm a casual. Like, I train most days a week when I'm not injured. If I'm injured, I usually take the day off. And then, I'll fucking tape it up and we'll figure it out on the mat. But yeah, when you're doing it every day, it's the confidence is all there, man.
Yeah, it's just another day at the gym. Like, like I said earlier, I don't get nervous. Like, I'm not nervous for this match. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But you only get nervous if you're not confident in what you do. If you do something every day, multiple times a day with all kinds of people of all different levels, you kind of know what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty comfortable when I go out and compete. I haven't been nervous in like maybe a year and a half.
That's interesting. That's such an interesting mindset, man. This is a fucking Spartan warrior, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I only get good at things when I'm having fun with them.
Yeah, dude. The passion needs to be there.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It's the same thing with me. I remember, like, I can even relate it to music. I remember when I was in a cover band, and, they would be like, oh, this is the new pop song that came out. I'm like, dude, that fucking song sucks. I don't want to learn this shit at all.
I'm the kid who likes the new pop song, so don't hate on
Well, that's why we need to learn it, because we got to make you happy at the bar.
Sorry, bars scare me.
Yeah.
Spend like $200 there.
So let's talk about your match, man, the Copa Podio match. So you were kind enough to show me the match, and the video is linked in the description of this one. So you ended up winning with a double outside ashi, belly down, straight ankle lock.
Yes.
Tell me about the match, man. You ended up getting like fucking pushed off the fucking mat.
Yeah, he double legged me right off the side of the thing, and I fell right on a camera. My right ass cheek still is sore. It's been days. But it was probably the performance that I'm most proud of, because, like I said, most of my matches have been really quick, and it's cool to get it long submissions, but like seeing the little things you can do in your technique throughout a longer match are really interesting.
Yeah.
I talked to Jay maybe like 2 hours before my match, and he said he's not going to want to engage with leg entanglements on you. Chase this guy down. And I just chased him, and we went, like, I'm scooting on my butt, and this guy's like a little tank of a man running from me. Like,
yeah.
And it was
interesting to watch the engagement, man. It seemed like you were definitely pulling guard most of the match.
Yeah.
But it definitely seemed like he was keeping really far. Like he was practically like bent like an L. Like his hips were so far away.
His head to, like, come on, man, get mad at me, do something. But dude, he was strong and explosive.
Yeah,
so
he looked it.
He kept away from me for most of the match. Like I don't think he did a legitimate guard pass more than once or twice. It was more just engage and then disengage just so he doesn't get a negative, which he ended up getting one because he ran out of bounds like 3 times. Yeah. And I think that's just respect for my game. But when you go out there, you can't respect somebody's game. Like, you got to come out and he should have been knee slicing side to side to side trying to break me down, but he just came in for one hard guard pass, then came out hoping he would do something. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was playing very defensive.
Yeah. What was your mentality going in? Did you think, like, I'm going to, go in trying to, pull guard on him and get a leg? Or were you kind of thinking more like, I'm going to stand and be neutral and kind of test him?
Yeah. We always want to stand and test them. You kind of know within, like, the first couple seconds if you grab somebody.
I feel like I could gauge that off of the match.
Yeah, and when I touched him, he smacked my hand away and ran. Like, I knew it was going to be a hassle to try and wrestle with him. And then when he double-legged me, I was like, all right, yeah, let's not wrestle because, wrestling's fake. So we might as well pull guard. So he got a hard collar tie, and I'm just like, oh, thank God. Like, he finally touched me. Yeah. So I pull guard right there. And the game plan worked so well, I felt comfortable the entire time. he ran to the point where it was kind of funny to me. You saw he did that one submission attempt. Like,
yeah, you said it popped your ankle.
Yeah, I have a torn ligament in this ankle already, so it kind of hurts if someone like flicks it. And he's strong, dude. Like his biceps are bigger than my head, and he really pulled it up. But I kind of laughed at it. In the match, I don't really feel too much pain. Like afterwards, I was limping a little bit, but I remember I smiled at him, and I feel like that he kind of deflated after that because that was all he had. It was all he had because he can't get past my legs. So when he tried to attack him, and nothing happened, and I kind of gave him a little, good job.
Yeah, that was
kind of breaks you.
Yeah. He didn't have any like positioning on it. It's interesting that he got like some reaction out of it. Like you said, he's just a super strong dude. It must have been it, man. What were you thinking with that? Like once you were at the end of the match here, when you got the submission, did you decide on the straight ankle lock versus like a heel hook entry? Because you had the double outside ashi. Was there a reason you?
It's
you
IBJJF rules out there.
Oh, so you couldn't heel hook?
No heel. It was out of no reaping, no heel hooks. Like I was out of my element going against a black belt, fresh purple belt. Everything was against me in this match.
Interesting.
And I don't get emotional after matches. You saw I kind of like
was
feeling myself. I was really, really happy with that match. It meant a lot to me. The hard weight cut. We missed our flight going there, like our layover flight, and we had to find another one. Like it was just a lot of things, being the underdog and everything, going to a different place. My mom actually, she sends me texts before matches and stuff like that, and this one was win Rock. Win like Rocky 4. Just go out there. So that's kind of how I felt. I had my Rocky 4 moment.
That's fucking awesome, man.
It was a good time.
So you actually got promoted to purple belt on the mat?
Yeah, fight to win.
Yeah, that's fucking epic, dude.
Yeah.
I want that. I want that for me.
I've only been promoted after a win. Like I've never been promoted in a gym or something like that.
Makes sense. So who did you beat to get the purple belt?
This guy John.
What belt was he?
He's a blue belt, but super nice guy. He shouldn't have been on the mat with me. I submitted him in 25 seconds.
Jeez.
Like I like wins, but I want quality wins. I wish they would have given me some hard ass blue belt from like wherever. Like Sauce team has tough guys. Who else?
You fight a lot of 10th Planet guys?
No, I've had one match with a 10th Planet guy, and he did beat me. He's the head coach of 10th Planet Long Island. I fought him right before I went on this tear at that Sogi, the Sogi that I was on.
Yeah. The head coach there is that oh, his name's escaping me. I'm pretty sure he did the commentary for Sogi just recently.
Yeah. Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, really good guy.
Oh, that's your name, Steve. I'm like,
we were kind of joking around before we went out there. Really good guy, good jiu-jitsu. He's been on a few pro shows. One of the Henzo guys, he's a purple belt too, Damian Anderson, had a match with him maybe a few weeks after I did and submitted him. So, and
yeah, Damian just won the Sogi.
Damian's
actually,
a special talent.
He fucking is a killer, bro.
Monster.
That
and
shit
he's very light. Like no one thinks how light he is.
It was crazy, and he was up against some fucking great dudes. That bracket was stacked.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The level of the guys up there, like, I'm adequate for that room. Like I can give them a good round, but the guys who've been there for a while, they're very special people. And the way so I train under Jay. I teach a lot like Jay does. When you hear them talk, dude, it's like hearing John Danaher echo in your ear. And it's so confusing. Like, well, we were talking about Robert Deagle.
Yeah.
Very cerebral guy. Very has to be this way, has to be this way. They're the same way. I've trained at Damian's school, all-in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu a few times while he was teaching. And he's just, he knows how it should be, and that's how it is. And that's why he does well. That's
man.
All the guys up there.
Yeah, they're very, like Rob specifically, because I'm pretty good friends with Rob, and I can speak directly to the example there. He's so passionate about the sport, and he can break down any match and explain like why this is happening, why this was this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, bro, your mind is insane. It is it's so crazy to think how high level your mind is, aside from your talents.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're a different breed, man. They really are.
I'm from South Jersey, man. I got some bro jitsu.
Some bro jitsu.
Yeah, I'll just be like,
I'll drink to that.
Let's move this John over here. Like, I'll be like, put this John in the jammer. Like, people are like, what are you saying, dude?
John
like,
in the jammer.
when me and Nick train up at in New York together, we're great athletes, we're great competitors, but everyone else in that Henzo room is like doing this technique. Me and Nick are just looking around. We're like, does anyone know what's going on here? We're like, can they show it one more time?
That's so funny, man. I find that, like, I used to work a day job where I did IT, and I remember, like, some days where I'd be really worn out. I would go to class, and, like, they'd be showing a move, and then, you know, it'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then I would go Zoltan, and then they would I'd be with my training partner. I'm like, bro, I don't even remember what the fuck we learned. Like, you need to go first.
Dude,
I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah,
I'm odd when it comes to my jiu-jitsu training, unless I'm up at Henzo's, because I'm just in the room and I'm not going to do anything different from them. I don't drill. I haven't drilled more than maybe 25 times in the last year and a half.
What? Dude, how? What the fuck?
You can ask anybody. I hate it more than anything. I like
you were the uke here for Jay.
Right?
The day.
The uke is different because I know what Jay wants. That's the only reason that I do it.
Interesting.
But if you saw, I walk away from the drilling. Unless like a super high level guy asks to drill with me. Then I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do it with them. I'll see some details. But, like, just in a regular class, man, I don't like to drill. I think it actually ruins my jiu-jitsu.
Explain that, man. I'm curious.
Yeah, I do it once or twice. Like, I'm not saying I don't ever drill. Like, I'll do a move 1, 2, 3 times. I'm done. I'm ADD as hell. I can't just sit there and keep doing a move slow. I call active drilling. I go with somebody that's not super low level, but maybe like a 3-stripe white belt who's, like, competent in jiu-jitsu to a point. And that's where I do the moves to them. So it's like actively doing a thing, seeing how they react to it. Like that's how all my submissions that I'm good at in competition have come through. Just throwing something up, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
That's interesting, man. I can't say like I haven't done that, right? Like I've definitely been in a situation where I've applied some semblance of that. Yeah.
It's a lot of positional training.
Yeah. How often do you like train with like maybe guys that are like newer and you'll kind of just let them work?
Pretty frequently.
Yeah. So that's
weekly.
like a big staple of your training.
Yeah.
I feel like I get a lot out of that because I can study how they're moving and shit. Does that make sense?
And I feel like it's not cool to be a bully all the time. Comp class, bully time. If you're in my comp class, I'm gonna try and kill you. But at the same time, people are trying to learn.
You know these guys?
No, I think they're just looking to talk to Guy.
Yeah.
Let's just hide.
Yeah.
Turn off the lights. But what were we saying?
Yeah. No, we were just talking about like the
you
comp.
You can't bully people.
Yeah,
in the gym. Like when I first started jiu-jitsu, there was this really big purple belt. He was like a Marine, like hard ass. He was maybe like 260. I rolled with him when I was like a 1-stripe white belt. I remember I was in side control, and you know how when you first start jiu-jitsu, you can't breathe when stuff's happening.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're getting fucking pressured. Oh,
yeah.
it's miserable.
I'm in side control. He's huge. I'm just trying to breathe, so I like take a big breath and I open my neck up. Dude slams his forearm into my neck.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Granted, I never did that again, but I had PTSD. That's why.
That's fucked up.
But so the white belt keeps that in their head, man. Like I remember. He stopped training for like 4 months, and all I did was train 3 times a day, compete. Man, we did a round when he got back. I made sure to be the meanest. I did bicep slicers. I did a heel hook in the gi just to piss him off.
That's fucked.
But you can't be a bully, man.
What do you think? There's competitions out there where they allow heel hooks and gi. What do you think about that, man?
I think they're cool.
Yeah?
I think it's definitely it definitely makes it a lot different of a game because you can't just slide out of things. But why take away weapons? Like why? Like if you got a really good gi guy and a really good gi guy, but one gi guy doesn't know a leg lock, doesn't know a heel hook defense, the other guy's better. Like if they were on the mat here and no holds barred besides punching and kicking, that other black belt would win 9 out of 10 times.
Have you ever done like combat jiu-jitsu?
No, I would try it. My buddy Justin wants to do it more than anything. He's been trying to get on it forever because he's maybe 155.
He trains here?
Yeah, little Justin Pack. You may have seen him that day.
Was he the other guy doing the uke stuff?
Usually it's me and him.
That makes
He's the toughest kid I've ever met because like I said, don't be a bully. The only person I bully is Justin Pack.
Yeah.
I will give him wet willies. I will hardcore smack him in the head. So he's ready for combat jiu-jitsu. I got like 60, 70 pounds on him.
That's funny, man.
I drop him on his head, and this kid just gets up and says, "What's up, bitch?"
Yeah.
He talks more trash than anyone.
You guys are fucking bruisers.
It's just me and him. Everyone else are like, "Please,
I can tell the vibe in here, bro. Like, you guys go fucking hard. Like, it's funny. Me and one of my favorite training partners, one of the guys like I started white belt with, his name's Felipe. And shout out to Felipe. But one of the things Felipe does is, like, he'll fucking do this guy.
Oh,
the fucking suffocation, dude.
Dude,
he does all the fucking most disrespectful shit. And we do that. We'll do that shit to each other. Like, I'll try to suffocate him with my gi.
It's so
and
fun.
You need that shit, man, because what if that happens in comp and you're just, like, panicking?
Yeah.
You got to be ready for that bullshit, man.
Yeah. Plus, like
I said,
trying don't to take away weapons.
Other,
If the undoing of your jiu-jitsu game is someone just covering your mouth or, like, covering your face in a certain way, your jiu-jitsu game isn't good. Like, you got to be ready for everything.
Yeah.
Like, besides, like, flying knees to the head, which I've been caught with a few times. Like, I just graduated the police academy a few months ago.
Oh, dude, congratulations, man.
And a week before graduation, like, all those pictures, my family's so excited. I got kneed so hard in the face. I had a giant cut and bruise. So I looked like a Dalmatian.
I think I saw you were like that the day I was here, dude. I was like,
I just have them all the time.
I was like, damn, that dude must be an MMA fighter.
No, they scare me.
Yeah,
that one might have been Moda kicking me in the head when I was trying to leg lock him.
That's fucking funny, man. Yo, so that's a really cool segue. I did not know that you were in the police academy and everything. But what's your opinion on, like, everyone's saying, like, defund the police, this, that, and the other thing? Other people are saying, you know, they need to apply more funding to training and things. Do you think jiu-jitsu is a really practical thing for police officers to know?
I think it's very practical. The things they're teaching now are not adequate. I just went through it, and towards the end of the academy, I was teaching their defensive tactics.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can you kind of, like, say what you're allowed to say? Like, let's go in depth on that.
Well, what I would teach was stuff that I thought would be like a day one white belt thing, and a lot of people just didn't get it right away, and they need to continue to do that. I don't like the defund the police idea because they're just going to become worse police officers.
Yeah,
with
right.
less funding. Like, don't be buying Lamborghinis for the chief of police, but, man, definitely get these guys to train.
Yeah.
I think jiu-jitsu should be not only encouraged, I think it should be required for every police officer, because if a police officer isn't confident and they're just one-on-one protecting themselves with their hands, they're gonna go to a secondary option. They might go to their taser, their gun, which there are use of force things.
Yeah, escalation of force.
But when you're in the moment, man, like, you're just going to get scared if you don't know what to do.
Yeah, man.
Like, I used to bully all the kids in the police academy with me. I'd slam them down and put them in a leg lock, and they would just be like, all right, bro, let's calm down. Like, dude, you got to kind of know what to do when someone big grabs you.
Well, what do they teach you there that's what is part of their curriculum right now? Like, not the stuff you were showing them, but, like, what did they show you? I
mean, they showed strikes, but, like, not very fluid. Like, the elbow they showed me was, like, you grab your fist and throw an elbow like that. The knee they showed, like the Muay Thai knees, they're not grabbing a tie clench. They're grabbing your shoulder and your tricep and throwing it like that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I could probably, like, bob.
Their mount escapes are interesting because they say grab the shirt and, like, it's not even really, they don't even teach you how to bridge. They just say grab the shirt and try and throw them off you while turning your hip, but not taking into account that their hands are right here to blast you in the face.
And you're not addressing a hook to try to get a hook. And
nope. Not making them post and blocking their posts. I didn't get into an argument, but one of the instructors there, like one of the head instructors there, while I was showing something, we were doing it in the grass because of COVID. Like, we were doing it outside in the grass. I show a correct mount escape, like bridging to make their hands go here so they can't hit you. And he starts questioning it. He's like, well, yeah, but what we're taught, which it's not him. It's required by MOPAC. They're required to do, like, certain things. Like, it's just like there's a committee that says these are the things we want them to learn. If they don't learn these things, they're not going to be a police officer. That's why I think they should go outside to train. But he's telling everybody to grab a shirt and just throw them over. So they don't really do much.
Like from the when they're full mounting you to just grab the shirt. Man,
yeah, I'm like, that shirt will rip, buddy.
Yeah.
But
what about if they post? You know, you're not.
That
trapping
doesn't happen
an arm?
on the streets, bro. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work there. The streets are dangerous.
Sorry, no disrespect. I forgot there's glass everywhere and you can't post.
Oh my gosh. No, but it was a good experience with the police academy. I'm gonna look to get a part-time job soon, but man, jiu-jitsu is what I'm doing. 100%.
Yeah. Man. So what about I'm just kind of like stuck on this because I haven't had a cop on my podcast in a while. What about like the different weapons and situations like that? Like, what if you have an armed guy? Like, what's the protocol on that?
Like for a firearm?
Let's say a knife. Or maybe like
don't quiz me on here, Delaware County Community College, because I may.
I'm not even trying to like get it from like the police academy thing. Like, I'll ask Steve. Like, what's your situation? A guy pulls a knife on you, and like maybe hypothetically, you got called to the scene. What would you do right now as a guy who's never been like on the scene yet? You know what I mean?
Man, I don't know. Like, I'd probably want to take my taser. I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, I really don't want to take a life out there, but if the situation really demands it, you have to. But the issue is not as much that anymore, it's the backlash with everything.
Yeah, right now, man,
so
it's
kinda
pretty
glad I'm not a
tough,
cop
man.
yet.
Yeah, really, it's definitely one of those things where even right now specifically, like, it's for a specific kind of person. And I think being a cop isn't for everyone. And I can speak from experience with the military. I think things could be more stringent. I think you could weed people that don't belong there out more effectively.
Like that, man.
Yeah, I feel like because it's a government thing. I have to be pretty sure that. How long's a police academy thing?
It's supposed to be 6 months. We did about 8 because of COVID.
Okay, so all right, that's interesting. Like for boot camp, for me it was, I can't remember, 10 weeks or something to this effect. But it was intense training, and like just some of the stuff I learned there. I have cop friends that don't know. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't know that.
Mostly classroom.
Interesting, man.
You learn on the job.
Yeah.
That's kind of which isn't a good way to learn. But back to what you were saying about some people need to be weeded out. Not naming names, but some people just didn't belong in that police academy.
Yeah.
I don't want to be sizist. I don't know if that's a thing, but you kind of need to have some kind of presence.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're a 4'11" guy and you're going with some 6-foot monster who does jiu-jitsu, maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They're not going to respect you if they're a drunk jerk. You know what I mean?
Especially like if you're the 4'11" guy, you should, and maybe your calling is being an officer, better be a fucking Muay Thai dude or you know what I mean? You better be a fucking dude. Motherfucker.
I know so many people in there who refused, like when I tried to bring them into jiu-jitsu or I would be like, listen, if you don't want to get grabbed, go to Muay Thai. Like, learn how to protect yourself. My buddy Kevin Finn, he was doing Muay Thai before that, so he's confident in himself. I got my buddy Liam Cash, who's working at the sheriff's office and just got a part-time job somewhere. He's doing jiu-jitsu now. Yeah, we've trained a couple times, but he loves it. And he can see. Now, I wasn't in that mind space of police work when I started jiu-jitsu. I just wanted to be a world champ. I still just want to be a world champ. Liam's in that world of being a police officer, and while he's learning jiu-jitsu, and he sees the connection of how important it is. A lot of people don't want to see that. They just want to go about their day. Oh, I'll learn while I'm working. Like suddenly you'll know how to protect yourself or someone else. Well,
let's put you in a scenario like maybe you're at the bar with your boys and there's like a confrontation. Like maybe your best friend's flirting with this chick, and then that chick has a boyfriend, and now him and his goons are fucking mad.
I would love to say I've never been in that situation. My friends are horrible.
I'd love to say I've never been in there. So let's say it got spicy in there. What are you confident that your jiu-jitsu is an effective thing for that situation?
Oh, I'll smoke somebody. I'm waiting on the day.
That's amazing.
But my friends, I've actually tried to bring them jiu-jitsu. Refuses. I've tried to make them box because I've sparred like for about a year before I started like really.
So you do have
jiu-jitsu.
some striking experience.
I'm good at getting punched in the face. I'm really good.
You can take a hit while you're going for the
Yeah.
double A.
Yes, exactly.
And then it's a wrap.
Guard,
That's kind of how I feel. I actually used to box myself before I did BJJ, and just this year we started putting the gloves on some days at my gym. Where
I know a couple gyms like that.
Yeah, we'll for me, like some of the guys go crazy. I'm not an MMA fighter, but what I like to do is you can't strike while you're standing, and that's just body shots like while you're on the ground. Like I don't have health insurance.
Like amateur MMA.
Yeah, you know
like
what I mean?
On the ground at least.
Yeah. So like we're giving each other the illest rib shots and stuff, and it's fun, man. It
changes it a little bit.
Dude, the cardio's it increases by 3 times easily. You're way more worn out after like a striking ordeal than you even with just the body shots.
Yeah. My friends won't even do that. You know what their training was?
What?
In high school, they used to slap box in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
30-second goes, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Big, yeah, bro, my hands are so fast. I'm like, ooh.
Man, don't let me arm drag you.
And when they get bold, when we're hanging out, I like treat them like they're my little kid, and I just put them in a headlock and noogie them.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, and I'm not the one who's getting into trouble; it's them. So I'm worried about them when I'm not there.
Isn't it funny, man? Like when you walk into those situations, your confidence kind of puts you in a situation like, man, I really don't want to use this on somebody.
If you know how to fight, you don't want to fight on the street unless you're a jerk.
Yeah, unless you're a jerk, right?
Yeah.
Or like if like the only time I remember like being a dickhead with my jujitsu is like when I was drunk, or even like I just had a couple beers and like it was at my favorite bar. And I wasn't drunk. I had like a beer or two or something. And my buddy, who doesn't really train jiu-jitsu, he was saying like, "Oh man, like I was watching this, that, and the other thing." I'm like, and he's like you. He's a fucking tank. He's a really good friend of mine. I love the guy. But he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking like. He tried to do this thing, and we ended up on the fucking ground in the bar. And I'm like, bro, like we're being fucking goons right now.
Tell
and
me you smoked him. Tell me you smoked him.
I put him in a straight angle. I'm like, bro, don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. So then like the bartender like walks over like, Brad, what the fuck are you doing, man? Her name's Audrey. I love Audrey. But I was like, all right, let's stop. Let's stop before we get ahead.
You wanna hear a good drunk jiu-jitsu story from me?
Yes.
It's actually how I started dating my girlfriend of about a year now. Love of my life. Coolest chick I've ever met.
Does she train?
What? Not at all. She's a press. She's a little girly girl, long nails and everything, but love her to death. She comes to practice sometimes. Like she really does respect that I want to do this for a job, and she supports me 100%. But it's funny how I met her. She was friends with a couple of those goofy friends that don't train of mine, and I've seen her at parties before. I've hit on her maybe 3 times before this. Curve me every single time. Every single time. I tried my hardest. And this one night, I don't know why, but she gave me like, I walked by and she gave me like a sideways eye. Like not like oh, he's cute, but like, what does this loser want now?
Oh, man.
And me, being me, while I'm a little bit drunk, what's up? You want to fight? This girl, she's tough. Like she swings on me now. Like we have real she actually beat me up one time. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, like recently. She's strong. But we got into
She knows
a fight.
your weak points. She knows which knee's bad.
Yeah, bro. She kicks it out. So I was like, yo, what's up? You want to fight? She's like, let's go. So being a guard puller, that's exactly what I do. I pull guard, put her in an outside ashi heel hook, and she thinks she's winning. I'm on top. I'm winning, bro. I tell her I could tear your knee right away. We've been in love ever since. So the moral of the story here is do heel hooks. It gets you girls. Don't wrestle because wrestling's fake.
You never watch like WWE coming up?
I love WWE.
Yo, that's why you know it's fake.
Yes.
I love
John
WWE.
Cena, baby. That's my boy.
Fuck yeah, yo. Did you used to play like the old games and shit? Oh,
You're
dude.
goddamn right.
Oh, fucking A, bro.
You're goddamn right.
Who's your like top 3?
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Since I'm kind of more of this generation, my top 3 to watch, let me go 3 to 1.
Okay.
So, number 3, John Cena.
Okay.
Number 2, it's kind of stupid. No one really likes him. Sheamus. I love Sheamus.
Yo, he's like a character, man. I
man.
remember I'm old
bro
school,
kick.
but I've seen him a few times, and he's funny as hell, man.
Number 1, the game, Triple H, man.
All right.
He's the man, because he's had so many arcs. Like, he's been the good guy, the bad guy.
Yeah.
And, dude, when he does that, so I play, not recently, like maybe like a few years ago, I used to play those WWE like games on PS3 and stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
And I would create my character. I would steal Triple H's entrance every time.
That's amazing.
Like the water spit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, every time.
I've done that on stage at a metal show.
I was thinking about doing it tomorrow.
Do it.
I talked myself out of it.
Fucking-
I picked the wrong song. I'm gonna do the game next time.
That's amazing. Yeah, like I'm an old school guy. Like I always been like Undertaker fans. Always been always been my favorite guy,
Yeah.
and like
Legend.
Stone Cold
Legend.
and shit. But like I've been watching like really occasionally. Like maybe like I've watched like 3 this year.
They're horrible.
Dude. The one guy I fuck with, Orange Cassidy.
I don't even know, man.
Dude, he's got glasses on, he's got jeans, and he's just like hands in the pockets, and he just dips everybody. He acts mad casual. It's so fucking funny. I'll have to send you some of his shit.
Yeah.
He's just such a fucking meme. I'm like, yo, I fuck with this guy. He's a cartoon.
I probably stopped watching in 2013. It just
Yeah.
got like, I'm sure it was ridiculous before, but I was getting older, and I
Yeah.
was like, I gotta watch something cool. Why don't I watch, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Like, that's what chicks like.
Sure.
Middle Earth,
Yeah,
elves.
Who's your favorite character from Lord of the Rings?
It's gotta be Strider.
Yeah.
Strider's the
All right,
goat,
man.
man. But
Aragorn.
I like The Hobbit more than don't like murder me. Any
Oh,
Lord of the
yeah.
Rings fans
I mean,
here.
they're gonna have a
I
hard
like
time
The
fighting you
Hobbit
on it.
better, man.
Yeah.
I
What
like
what
The
about it?
Hobbit. It just is more of like an adventure. Like, it doesn't depress me as much.
I fuck with that. It
Yeah.
definitely is a different vibe, right? I'm a huge fan of the whole franchise.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm in like a Celtic band, and
Yeah.
I decided we're covering "I See Fire" by Ed Sheeran because it's like the Hobbit theme. You know what I mean?
Are you a Game of Thrones fan?
No, actually, that's one I don't fuck with. Witcher, I'm all about. Game of Thrones.
You like The Witcher?
Yeah, I fucking
You
love
played
The
the games
Witcher.
and everything?
No, I never played the
Dude,
fucking games.
Play Witcher. I don't care about the other two. If you have
3 is,
any
everyone
time-
tells me, I'm like, bro, I'm the kind of guy where if I don't start a franchise, I feel weird coming in at the
I
end.
started it at 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're starting something new, because like, spoiler, in one of the earlier games, Geralt loses his memory, so you're kind of starting fresh.
Interesting.
But no, I'm a complete nerd. Like, I'm an athlete second.
Yeah.
When I'm an athlete. When I get home, I'm watching Star Wars. I'm watching all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
I play like Skyrim, like I told you earlier. Skyrim is one of the greatest games of all time. I think I've logged between my PS3 and my PS4 maybe 3,000 hours
That's
since
fucking
2011.
crazy.
It's terrible.
That's
Like,
funny,
I imagine how good I'd be if I didn't do that.
Right.
I'd actually be good at this.
Nah, man, I think in a strange way, right? I think so I started doing parkour before I got into BJJ, right? And I feel like the inspiration of the superheroes and shit, like from all
Yes.
the games and movies, I feel like I took something, maybe like the vaguest, like, Spider-Man getting up a certain way, like when he gets knocked down kind of shit. I incorporate that like small memory of seeing that to my game. Like, it matters. It's
Yeah.
gotta matter in some
man.
way, right? You see them get up and like, oh, I still have more fuel in the tank. Like,
Well,
that's
that's a real thing,
That
too.
is such a
It's
real
a mental
thing, man.
thing.
It
Dude,
definitely
I
is.
like Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do you subscribe to the what is it called? It's like the battle cry theory.
Like,
Like,
if it's what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah, apparently, like where I kind of started using it was before I did the first sport I actually did was ultimate frisbee. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
played it.
my dad actually plays it.
Fuck yeah, your dad's my dude.
Yeah, he's good at it.
Yeah.
I'm terrible.
I fucking love
I get
frisbee.
so mad. It doesn't
Yeah.
go where I want it to go, and I start losing my mind.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at it. And so the kickoff is called the pool.
Yeah.
And I always like say fucking say something. Whatever I say, like I yell it, and I feel like I get 10 yards on that. I get an extra 10%
Really?
from the battle cry, dude. It's a thing. It's got to be a fucking thing.
I have
dude.
to do things calm. I
Yeah.
have to do things really calm. Like, even walking out to a match.
Yeah.
Like, I could be like in full rage mode before that match, and then
When you're on the
before it,
mat, it's
I just gotta take a
Zen
breath.
mode, yeah, tunnel vision
This is what
shit.
we do every day, because I'm not getting hyped up in the gym every day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That
Like,
makes sense.
I'm not looking at like the random like dude in the corner being like, fuck that guy, let's
Yeah.
fucking go. Like, no, I'm out here like, hey man, you want to roll? Like, it's the same mentality I have when I'm actually on the competition mat. Like, let's roll, let's see what you got, let's see what I got. But I do go Super Saiyan sometimes.
Yeah, for
before,
sure.
Like, in my head.
You ever get a sub and you're like, ah, like you're making a noise when
Yeah,
you get
It's
it?
happening this weekend.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. That's fucking hard, bro.
One thing I do in my head, instead of a battle cry, it's kind of weird. If I'm about to go out to a match, I say the same thing every time, and it's Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DLG.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I like to feel like the man.
That's awesome, man. That's gangster shit, man. So let's go in a little bit of an obscure direction. You've given some awesome feedback. I appreciate you're going really in depth on a lot of these answers. I appreciate
Thank you
as a
Thank
guest.
you for having me. Yeah, this is a great time.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a little obscure because I've been asking these questions the last couple, and I love the answers I'm getting. So, if you could not fight like any animal, what would it be? Like if you had to fight an animal, like
I'm so goddamn glad you brought this up.
Yes,
because I watched Joe Rogan yesterday, and they were talking about chimps ripping people's faces and dicks off.
Dude, shit is crazy.
I went on a rant with my family last night. Out of nowhere, we were at dinner. I'm like, if I ever see a chimp, I'm gonna shoot it with a shotgun. Like, they're scary, dude. They're like Captain America, but not nice.
Yeah.
That's how strong they are.
Did you see, like, Joe Rogan pulled up on his podcast before, like, what they look like when they're shaved?
Yeah.
They're fucking cut
They look like
up.
Bert Kreischer.
Dude. Maybe orangutans, dude. Not chimps.
No,
fucking chimps are crazy.
They're made of steel.
Dude. Like
And that's
gorillas,
what-
bro?
Yeah. Gorillas are nice, too. Like, they're not nice.
Bro,
But
they're
chimps are
so
evil.
fucking strong.
Yeah, but like, they're not evil. They're just protecting their
Yeah.
shit. Chimps are evil, man. Like, they're vindictive. I was literally saying, I'd rather hang out with a lion than a chimp, man. Because
Yeah.
that lion might be cool.
I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, no, bro. It's
Dude,
all right.
chimps are omnivores.
I speak lion.
All right. No disrespect, bro. I didn't realize you were a beast tamer subclass.
No. Yeah, that was my Skyrim character. He could tame beasts. What else?
That's amazing.
I think it's just because the way Joe Rogan described it on there. Like, a lion's not gonna rip your dick off.
Oh yeah, it's not malicious, right?
Yeah.
It's just there to eat.
Like, we're here to kill you. Like, they're doing a job.
Yeah.
They're getting some food. That chimp wants to hurt you. It wants to
Yeah.
take away what you love. So yeah, chimp. I would never fight a chimp.
Really?
I would do anything in the world.
You'd
to
rather
not
fight a
chimp.
big cat than a chimp.
Yeah. Well, because you saw that story. A dude killed a big cat with
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
dude. I don't even think he was a jiu-jitsu dude. He just like
choked it.
fucking choked it to death.
So you're saying there's a chance? See, a chimp's messing me up no matter what.
I don't know, man. I feel like I might fuck with the chimp because it's just a small, extremely powerful dude. Because it's got the same body mechanics, right? Like, I'm gonna know how to do the same moves. A cat, like, how am I gonna heel hook it? I don't know. What am I catching to do?
Find a way.
Yeah, I guess
We
so.
gotta do it on like little cats to start.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's got like 12 cats. Let's just take one of them out. Try a heel hook or two. We could definitely get like a knee bar.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's like, man, you're gonna get cut up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Those lacerations are gonna be a problem.
I'm really just stuck on the ripping my dick off part.
Yeah,
of the
man.
chimp, though.
I feel you.
I'm
I
out.
feel
I'm
you.
out immediately
Yeah.
once that happens.
What about a bear?
You seen those memes like how to use jujitsu on a bear?
Oh yeah,
seen
it's
the-
like
it's
they,
like-
they have the thing, and then
yeah.
the last one's like,
like-
and then wake up from your fucking
Yeah.
delusion.
Yeah, I'd rather fight a bear than a chimp.
No way,
Yeah.
bro.
I watched a video, bro. I'm an expert. I go on YouTube sometimes.
All right, man. Humor me.
And they say like bears aren't usually malicious. They're usually testing you, is what it was saying. Like, they'll come and run up at you. If you hold your ground, say, yo, like, scream at them,
Oh, yeah,
there's a
Super
good chance they'll
Saiyan.
go away. If you scream at a chimp, bro, be like, what'd you just say to me? And they'll just rip your dick off. I'm stuck on it.
Bro,
I'm so scared.
You got me concerned.
Maybe sharks. I would not want to fight a shark.
Oh yeah, I think Frank said the same thing. He's like, dude, there's one animal that like is the apex predator that is going to win every single time. Like, there's nothing you're doing against a shark to stop it. It's literally a death machine.
Yeah. I was talking. We were literally having this conversation yesterday. I had like 6 people about how scared of chimps I am. But we were talking about sharks, and my buddy goes, "Well, you can just punch them in the nose. They'll go away." People still think that's a thing.
Maybe it is, bro. But like, am I gonna risk fucking throwing a punch at this fucking thing?
Where the nose is right above the mouth.
Dude.
Like, you're in water, so it's not like you're throwing like a quick jab.
Yeah, dude.
You're throwing it, and while you're mid-throw, his mouth slowly open, and you just go. Jaws is a
Like,
great
have you
movie.
seen a fucking great white shark, bro?
They're so scary.
Dude, they'll fucking hit a seal coming out of the water, go 30 feet, like, so maybe not 30 feet in the air. They're all the way the fuck out of the water.
I don't like the ocean.
They're slamming into these fucking things, and it's like a fucking freight train, bro.
And
It's a wrap.
Everything in the ocean's scary, dude. Octopi, that's the plural.
Oh my
for it, I
God.
think. Dude, they'll out jujitsu me. Because what am I gonna do? No joints.
Yo, for
and their
real,
chokes
bro.
are A1.
They're
They're Gordon Ryan level chokes.
What animal do you think would be the best at jujitsu?
The best at jujitsu. Gotta be an octopus.
Yeah,
Gotta be an octopus.
that's interesting.
Because
Like,
how are you gonna
like the
beat them?
giant squid, right?
Yeah, you'd have to beat them on points. IBJJF rules.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Dude, if you're in a sub-only match with an octopus, you're
Because
done.
those suction cups, bro. Have you seen them? Like they like rip skin off.
They have
and
great
shit.
grips. Like, they must train gi a lot
Yeah.
down there.
They must train gi. Imagine a squid and a gi. So many sleeves, yo.
Hopefully someone makes a meme of that
No,
now.
please. Somebody tag me. That's amazing.
Yeah, definitely an octopus would be the best.
Yeah, I think
What
so.
would be the
man.
worst, do you think?
The worst? I think it would have to be like a bird, right? Birds would be bad at and that's even one that's kind of fucked up. Because I had a falconer that's a purple belt on my show. And I fucking felt the talons. So, like, they probably have good grips, but I feel like you knee on belly any fucking bird in their rib cage is a wrap. You know, it's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Snap those wings.
It's got to, yeah, you know what I mean? Their bones are the most fragile, so it's got to be birds. They want to engage on their rules. They don't want to close the distance. They want to snipe from afar.
Yeah, I think it's actually my dog. Like, not just dogs. My personal dog, Joker. He's a Jack Russell. He might be the worst at jiu-jitsu ever.
Yeah.
Because I be drawing things on him. He just goes on his back. Dude.
Yeah, every time.
Like, gives up mount, gives up side control. He's terrible.
Dude, my
He
girlfriend
couldn't win a white belt division.
Dude, my girlfriend's dog turtles up, and I'll just head and arm choke him every time.
Bro, they're so trusting.
Yeah.
My mom
like
hates
you don't
it
know how
'cause,
dangerous
like,
this
I'm
is.
grabbing him like, oh, it's okay.
Shh.
I'm like, you're done, son. Like, keep barking at nothing, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you out.
It's amazing, yo. But yeah, man, I think because the birds also they don't have hands, right? It's only two limbs that they can have to work.
Yeah.
They better get like right behind the head with that fucking talon and just snip that fucking spinal cord and even up the odds with the amount of limbs that we can use. It's the only way.
Yeah, man. Any other obscure questions you got for me?
No, I think that's the main one. But yeah, man. So let's talk a little bit about like what do you do outside of this? Like you said, like obviously Lord of the Rings is the shit. Skyrim is fucking exciting. Do you fuck with Baldur's Gate 3's coming out? Do you know? Did you play 1 and 2?
I just downloaded that Baldur's Gate 2 on my PS4, and I just downloaded Legends of Eternity or Pillars of Eternity.
I can't say I know
And
that.
I'm horrible at the games that make me read because I'm ADD. Like I said
man.
earlier. I can't do it. Like Morrowind, which was like one of the Elder Scrolls before Skyrim.
Before Skyrim. Yeah.
I heard it's a great game. I'm never gonna play it.
Too much
Way
reading.
too much reading. Like, I said I'm a nerd, but I'm also like a dumb meathead jock at the same time. Like, I keep it as long as like there's like people talking, like pretty pictures. I'm in. I'm in for whatever.
No. Well, yo, like what's your dude in Skyrim? What's your race and class?
He's a basic cisgendered white male.
No, man. Oh my god.
His name is Throthgar. I stole it from a guy on YouTube.
Oh man.
He has a bald head. He's ripped. He's pretty much.
It's Vin Diesel.
It's Vin Diesel mixed with John Cena.
Oh, epic.
Yeah, he uses a greatsword. And
Does he wear jorts?
What?
Does he wear jorts?
No, he wears joggers.
Oh, okay.
Like the equivalent of joggers in the game. He's usually shirtless.
Some ye old joggers.
Yeah, and I don't like having armor. Like, if I'm really playing a game for the first time, I go hard in the game. But when I just want to feel like the man, like if I had a bad training session, I'm like, if anything kills me in this game, I might jump off a bridge.
Oh, man.
So I turn it all the way down to very easy. I have like just my joggers on, and I just be smacking people with my greatsword just to make myself feel better.
The greatsword, man. That's fucking epic. I think the last time I played like an RPG like that, I picked a ranger. I love archery, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do archery in real life, so like anytime I can do that in a game where my dude can throw fucking ice arrows and shit.
I need to get into it.
That's the
really
fucking move.
I need, because you were saying like, what else do I do outside jiu-jitsu? I need something else, man, because I don't like video games. Maybe I'll play once a week.
Yeah.
At this point, dude, I just do jujitsu. When
Yeah.
I get home, the only thing that gets me to sleep is that like I have terrible time sleeping sometimes.
Really?
I have to like throw my phone away.
That's
from it.
insane.
It's just the phone.
You train hard as fuck every day
Yeah.
and you can't sleep.
I was up till 3 last night and
Damn,
I did 4
dude,
sessions.
that's crazy.
And it's 'cause
I'll
I'm
say
so
that's one
hyped on
thing.
it.
Yeah, I'll say that's one thing about me, man. I mean, you're younger, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm like in my late 20s, man. Sleep is not a problem for me.
Dude,
The military teaches you how to
Yeah.
sleep anywhere.
Like a lot of people in jiu-jitsu like smoke weed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's how I get to sleep. I don't really like doing drugs. I don't even like drinking that much
Mhm.
because I feel like I've smoked weed before.
Yeah.
And if I do, I go to practice the next day and I'm just not on.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could like, I've heard that like booze. Like, I don't know what every single drug is effect on this, but I know booze and pot both like lower testosterone. So I try to abstain from everything. Like I don't even jerk off before a competition, dude.
Oh, that's not me.
I stay. That's not me.
I get like 12 rounds in.
Oh shit!
Before you got here.
It's in the bathroom.
I think about that. Like old boxers are like,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I think there's something to it, and this is the thing, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty regular. Like, normally, like, you know, I'll jerk off multiple times a week or whatever, and I'll stay
My
on top of
mom's
that.
on
You
this
know what I
live
mean?
right now.
But I'm just saying, like, when you lead up to the week
No.
of, right? Like, you got to build that shit up. Like, I'm trying to, like, the week of, I do like a heavy fucking lifting session. I try to get my quads going because apparently, like, training your quads like releases like a good amount of testosterone.
Really?
Because I want that edge, man. Like, it's different for you, man. Like,
Yeah.
I got this receding hairline. Like, I got fucking testosterone, like, leaves me pretty easily. So I try to stay on top of ways to, like,
Yeah.
get it back. I want to feel like I'm 23 again when I'm on the fucking mat against somebody.
My girlfriend's been in so I went to Brazil, and then the last day I was in Brazil, my girlfriend went to Miami, so I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. So there's absolutely no chance that I am not gonna jerk off. But it's funny you say. So legs gives you more testosterone?
I'm pretty sure, like, if you train legs, you get the most out of it. And my favorite workout's deads, so, like, I'm hitting
Really?
that. I'm hitting
I
the
used
quads
to do
on the-
deadlifts all the time
Dude,
for
my
football.
fucking favorite,
I'll be
man.
honest with you. All my followers know this about me. I haven't done legs in about 3 years.
Cheese and rice.
Yeah, I just do arms,
Oh,
back, and
man.
chest.
Oh, man.
I don't even do abs anymore.
I couldn't tell, man. You got some fucking Quadzimoto
Don't say
across
that.
from me.
The amount of people that call me Larry the Lobster.
Oh,
when
man.
I have a tan.
I don't know, man. I guess you're sitting down.
Yeah.
If
I
you
should
stand
have
up-
worn my sweats though. Throw them back on.
That's fucking funny, man. Yeah, so you, how often do you lift now that you train jujitsu? Because I'll say that's one thing that took like a back seat for me. I don't lift nearly as much because, like, you know, I use it to supplement jujitsu. Before it was just like I was a fucking meathead, you know, not so different than yourself.
That was the exact same way. It's difficult now. Like maybe if I trained once a day, it would be pretty easy. Like I'm gonna go lift before I go to weigh-ins.
Yeah.
I mean after this. It's tough, man, when you're doing like 2, 3, 4 sessions a day.
Yeah.
There's no time. If you want to get like a decent night's sleep, especially, I'm trying to bulk back up right now for above 99 at 80cc trials.
Oh shit, man.
I'm like 200, so I need to bulk up a lot. So I need to eat a lot. And it's difficult to train on a full stomach. You can lift on a full stomach pretty easily. But doing all those things while still having time to eat like 3-4 meals a day, it's really tough. So lifting definitely takes the most damage when it comes to how much I train jiu-jitsu. I try and do 3-4 times a week, but it really turns into 2 or 3.
Interesting. So what's your diet like?
It used to be whatever I felt like, but since working with Tatiana here at Studio84, we've been doing a lot of just meat, rice, veggie. Meat, rice, veggie. I got a weight scale, so I'm committed now.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like, you didn't think 7 ounces of rice would be that much. It's a lot. Like, I kind of get full eating her meals. I eat like 4 times a day.
Interesting.
One of those is like a protein shake with oatmeal and everything like that. I can have as many snacks as I want if I have like almond butter or like salted cucumbers. I'm eating pretty clean right now. Like, man.
Do you feel better? Like, do you feel?
I feel fantastic. I feel like I can go all day long.
That's interesting.
And I feel just as strong as I did when I was like 240, 250.
Yeah, dog and pizzas and shit.
Yeah, dude. I miss pizza though, to be honest with you.
No doubt.
We shouldn't have talked about this time.
I made a pact with myself because I ended up getting bronze at Fuji, and I remember telling myself like we're not eating pizza until we get a gold.
Oh, I like that.
No, so pizza's my favorite fucking food, dude. Yeah. I'm fucking dying. Bro.
Dude, that's that Russian mentality.
Yo,
you
dude,
know why?
I need something like that because for me, if I'm not mad at something and I can't take that emotion and, chemical exchange it in my brain for like a motivating thing to win, I need something. Yeah. So fucking, all right, I'm going to just punish myself and I'm not going to, get my favorite food ever.
In Russia, their moms don't hug them until they win. So.
That's epic, yo. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm going against a Russian in like a year, so
yeah.
I want him to hate me.
Those dudes are fucking hard. Yo, you watch a lot of Netflix and shit?
Oh, here and there.
There's a show called Queen's Gambit.
Never seen it. It
just came out, I'm pretty sure, and it's about chess.
Oh,
right?
I think my mom told me to watch this the other day.
It's so fucking good. Yeah. It's so fucking good. It's a controversial thing to say. It's the only female protagonist that I liked in anything I've watched in 2020.
I'm so happy you said this,
dude, because she's so like
it's not forced on you, right?
It's not. She's just
a lot
amazing.
Of them are forced.
She's just amazing and imperfect in ways like it's the same reason like a good show on Netflix that I love, right? The Punisher, right?
Great
too
show.
Easy. Dude lost his family. Fucking, he's just a dude out for with a vendetta. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And he's just fucking going and killing bad guys because you know what I mean. It's his ethos. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's so imperfect. He's a fucking alcoholic. So many things wrong with this dude, right? I hate when they try to. Like Superman's another one. It's kind of lame. It's like, fucking, what's wrong with you?
That's why everyone likes Batman.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Everyone likes Batman.
This chick is so imperfect, but in the end, she ends up going to like Paris and Russia because the Russians are the best at chess, and like that's where she meets her arch enemies and shit. It's fucking incredible.
I actually might hop on this soon.
Dude, it's so good, and she's like she's a druggie. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like she's so imperfect.
I'll definitely like her.
It's so
she sounds interesting.
It's so good, man. It's such a well done show.
Like it's not a thing against like women being in
places of power. About the way they're trying to spin some of these things. And the worst one to me is when they take an already existing franchise and try to like change the main person and turn it into a female. They want
Captain America to be gay.
Whatever, man. Dude, I don't even want to get into comics because like they ruined comics for me and like,
they ruined Star Wars, man.
Yeah, like I was so into comics like in high school, and then I would like read the comics. I would go to the comic store and buy the fucking comics.
Got some old Spider-Man ones at home.
Yeah, man. And they ruined that. That's what killed me, right? I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but they put fucking Dr. Octopus. No, but they put Dr. Octopus's brain in Spider-Man's body. Spoiler alert. I
remember this story,
dude. What the fuck is that? Yeah. That doesn't. Why like be original?
He should be robbing a bank, right?
Dude. It doesn't make just there's so much shit that they're doing wrong. Like they're just trying to recycle these characters in many stories as they can. They make new fucking characters. Yeah, this chick's an original character in an original story, and she's outstanding. Yep, it's my fucking favorite thing I've seen.
Don't have Iron Man die and make it just a random chick.
Yeah,
like Iron Woman.
Yeah,
like, we don't want that. Make her own superhero.
Yeah, man. Like just so many. And here's another one, right? Like. Ms. Marvel, right, or Captain Marvel. I liked that movie. They did the fuck. She's the fucking like the galactic fucking
superhero. Yeah, the superstar. I mean?
She has superpowers like as fuck.
They fight like the Krell or the.
Yeah, exactly. The Kree actually, but yeah, they're fucking. She's like overpowered, and it's cool. Like they did the comic or they did the movie pretty good. I actually enjoyed that, but that was last year, right? I didn't like how overpowered that she was in like the Avengers movies. I'm like, this kind of a little.
She almost beat up Thanos, and I almost like lost my mind.
It's like, bro, like theater. She's like, you're gonna make the Hulk like a bitch, but you're gonna. I didn't like the way they spin, man.
Yeah. The Hulk was the best.
It's like the movie was great. Like you know what I mean. Like she had a great story arc of how like she had this potential, and then she assumed the what she could be, and it was a very great movie. I loved the music. Everything about it was great. They did the 90s so well. Like Blockbuster was in the movie. It was so good.
What's your favorite Marvel movie of the Marvel?
Man, this is a controversial one, right? So I'll give a couple because I like them for different reasons, right? I think my favorite one of the movies, I go back to this one, and this is no one's favorite, and it's the original Hulk that had Eric Bana in it, and it's not the best telling of the Hulk's tale, as far as like being comic accurate.
It's like when his stepdad like can control elements.
Exactly,
and stuff.
like he can assume like
Turns
different matter. Yeah,
I actually did like that movie.
Dude, it was so fucking. The acting was outstanding. It was long. Like some of the filming wasn't the best, but bro, the music in that fucking movie was so good. Like I hear that soundtrack in my mind when I'm training sometimes. You know what I mean?
Acting now is so cringy sometimes.
Dude, like Marvel's fucking it up. They're trying to make it too funny. Like in the Avengers movies, like someone just died and then they try to get a laugh 5 minutes later. What are you doing? What the fuck? Like, dude, relax. Let us fucking soak this in. Like, let me feel a certain kind of way. They try to force too much humor now. I don't know. It's definitely like an unpopular opinion.
I have two that I really like, and they're ones with humor. Yeah. So I don't know how much you're going to like mine.
No,
I love Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok was pretty good, man.
Pretty good.
I like that they did the Planet Hulk thing.
Yeah, because Planet Hulk was one of my favorite animated ones.
Dude, and I actually, that kind of is a spin-off of the World War Hulk comic. My favorite comic series.
Very good. I watch. They have comics explained on YouTube. Have you ever
Dude,
checked that out?
Fucking love that guy.
If I have a long drive, I'm on that.
Yeah.
But there's that one, Thor Ragnarok, and then Spider-Man: Homecoming. It just felt like a homecoming to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I missed that character so much when Tobey Maguire they ruined Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, man. They really fucked it up. Even the Venom movie, I didn't fuck with that much.
No, and I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
And Bane, dude. I quote Bane like at least twice a week.
I think we were saying like your favorite Marvel movie, but I think my favorite comic movie of all time is Watchmen. Have you seen it?
Yeah, multiple times.
Dude, so fucking good.
Rorschach's the man.
So good. Fuck yes.
And it's realistic. Like,
dude,
it's a little like too dark. But at the same time,
it's not too dark, Steve. What? It's not too dark. It's so fucking good, dude.
I like guys with pointy ears. You know what I mean? Like Owlman's dope.
Yeah.
But like I don't like that he like can't get an erection. Like this is too real for me. He's supposed to be cool.
Oh man, yeah. I think like, and then the X-Men movies kind of killed my vibe, man. Because X-Men was like my favorite growing up, and like Magneto's like my favorite comic person.
I like him in the X-Men First Class.
He's all right, man. I liked his like origin story one, kind of just the way they told like how he fucking got out of Nazi Germany and shit. Like that was fucking dope.
The only
I like
good
dark
one was First
stuff.
Class.
I like realistic shit. You know what I mean? Like Punisher.
Yeah,
that's probably my
super
other
good.
one that I
like
really
Daredevil.
liked.
You seen Daredevil?
Daredevil's series on Netflix is A1.
Yeah,
dude.
Fantastic.
Even the movies weren't bad. Elektra, I love Elektra. So like
I'm
anytime.
in love with the actress.
Yeah, dude.
Like I've been in love with her since day one.
Yeah.
Like I saw that.
Like from the movie, Jennifer Garner.
She's perfect. Perfect.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Is she the chick from The Notebook, or is that
I
someone
don't
else?
know.
The chick from The Notebook? No, the girl from The Notebook. My girlfriend made me watch it. Don't think I just watched The Notebook. Like she's the most beautiful female on earth, and it was hard watching that movie with my girlfriend right there, because like I just looked at her and I'm just like, why aren't you her? I did that just to make her laugh.
Oh shit!
I'm getting punched later.
Yo, no doubt. Yo, let me ask you, what superhero you think would be the best at jiu-jitsu? Like no striking.
No striking.
Just grappling.
All right. Obscure one. Iron Fist.
Ooh, okay.
Iron Fist.
He's just a martial artist all day.
Bro, he's got the patience to learn stuff. Like all these other guys are used to things being given to him. Like we got Batman. Batman's pretty good, but his throws and stuff, he doesn't really do anything. He's not really a superhero, but I think someone that would be even better than Iron Fist is the greatest like character ever, and that's John Wick.
Dude,
John Wick's A1 at jiu-jitsu.
Bro, okay, we're going into this. Right? Yo, so in the first John Wick, do you remember the fight scene in the bedroom?
Yes.
The chick does a move where she bites her jacket and like gets him in a fucking collar choke.
Yep.
Bro, I've been trying to replicate that shit since I've seen that fucking movie. And I have like some variations. There's no way any of this shit's working in comp though. Dude, it's the coolest shit. Bro, John Wick, like, it was so funny. I have a brown belt in my gym. His name's Jay. And, I remember trying to pull this shit. Like, I was just pulling it on a white belt, and, like, I kind of got it, and he tapped because I was just bullying the shit out of it.
Yeah.
It was more like a fucking neck crank than anything. But I remember Jay was like, dude, if it didn't work on John Wick, it ain't going to work on me. It's just the funniest fucking quote.
No, dude, he put a dude in a triangle choke and then shot him in the head.
Yo, gangster. Capital G, man.
Funny story of how the first time I watched John Wick, I'm hanging out with my cousin Bill, and we're just he's like, oh, this is a great movie. Me and my mom watched it the other day. So I'm like, all right, John Wick. I like Keanu Reeves. So I'm like, I'll watch it. So you remember how he has that little puppy in the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
So I love dogs. And, like, I was just like, oh, are they going to, like, fight crime together? This is going to be so cool. And he lies to me. He lies straight to my face. He goes, yeah, man, like, they're going to take on all these gangs.
Yeah.
And then at the part where the dog dies, he leaves the room right before it. So all
you just feel betrayed.
All he hears is me screaming, no, not the dog. Same with I Am Legend, dude. I can't watch it. Kill the entire world. Don't make me watch a dog die.
Oh, man. That's fucked up. All right, let me holler at you, yo. Hot take. Nightcrawler would be the best at jiu-jitsu.
Yes. His back takes would be disgusting.
He can teleport behind you, and he can use his tail to choke you the fuck out, bro. You've seen it. But
he's got competition, you know. I know you don't like X-Men First Class, but Azazel's pretty good too, man.
I don't know.
The red Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I know.
That's his pops.
I know it is.
That's that old school. We all know old school jiu-jitsu's better.
It may be in gi. He's not gonna be.
Nightcrawler will heel hook him.
Yo, all day, bro. All day. He's got them weird legs.
He's
got them
one of my mom's favorite X-Men. She loves Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler's probably my favorite aside from Archangel. I like Archangel after the Apocalypse arc because he can heal like Wolverine. He can fly and he can fucking shoot bladed feathers at you.
Too.
He is
very
handsome.
Important.
He's wealthy.
That's why everyone likes
imperfect.
Wolverine.
I like imperfect characters.
Yeah.
Like he seems pristine on the outside, but he's fucked up. I like that shit.
Yeah, because it's real. It's real. Man.
It is, man. I need something to relate to a guy. Like even Wolverine, I don't fuck with him, man. It's like he can't die. I can die. Can't relate.
Yeah, like it's hard. People don't really see people's issues. Like people on my Instagram, wow, how are you so talented, handsome, funny? And I'm like, guys, I'm not perfect. Like I'm not good at math.
How do you?
It's my only flaw.
How do you feel about people that say like you're a naturally gifted person?
I'm not naturally gifted at all, so I kind of laugh at it. Like I work harder than anyone else in the world. My dad knows from my day I started. He lives in California now, but I've only been training 2.5 years. He's been training around 7 or 8. He's getting his brown belt in December, which is really cool. He's a Gracie Baja guy, and when he talks to people about me, he says he did 10 years of work in 2 years, and like that's true. I don't take days off. If I'm hurt, I'm still coming to class, like torn ligament.
Yeah.
Both my rotator cuffs are torn, and the only thing keeping them going is lifting. There's no pain or anything.
Yeah.
I PT them myself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They're good now.
You gotta, dude. It's kind of the way you gotta do it. I remember like after I got my first major injury, like I fucked my knee up. It's my good knee now because I've been training it right. I stretch it right, and now like anytime another injury comes up, I fucking know what to do. You treat
There's
it
only
right, man.
like everyone has some kind of natural talent. There's levels to it.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's my level. I probably have some.
Yeah.
But then there's a Nick Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, people, and I know Nick pretty well. People who know me and don't know Nick, but they see me posting pictures with him, I don't want to say they're disrespecting him, but they're saying like, oh, he's just a good
freak
good
or something.
freak wrestler.
Yeah.
Dude, he is so technical now. He out leg locks. I'm a leg locker. When it comes to leg locks, we're 0-2. He's gotten me twice with heel hooks, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
Like people need to put respect on the kid's name, man.
Yeah.
He's coming out for ADCC, and he's gonna win.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
it's insane. Like I'm so blessed to have such a wealth of talent so close to me. Like in a 200-mile radius, like I can drive a couple hours to have any of you guys on my podcast. Like fucking Frank, world-class black belt, dude.
Monster.
Fucking you just fucking won in Brazil, the place the sport's fucking from, against a black belt as a purple belt. Like, dude, I'm constantly like, I'm so lucky to have this like situation where I can, and I get to fucking train with you guys occasionally.
There's something in the water, man.
Dude,
I
something
think
in the water,
steroids.
man.
I think Jay just be sprinkling them in.
Yeah, there might be HGH.
Wait on it. I'm gonna get yoked one day.
Fucking A.
When I move
What do
out.
you think of steroids and BJJ, man?
100% for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't have money for it,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. But man, they're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Doing it anyway. At least let's say it out in the open. most guys, I'm not gonna throw a name out because I like most of the high level guys out there, and if they're not on steroids, if they're on steroids, I'm watching their matches regardless because steroids don't make technique. I think steroids are great for like recovery. I think that's probably the best thing for it. My buddy Chris Lewis, the one who got me into jiu-jitsu, that dude's hurt every other week. He's a physical freak. Like, he can do things that are ridiculous, but he's hurt every week. He's out with 2 injuries right now. And I'm telling him every time I see him, dude, you got to just he's like 35. Like, dude, just get on something. Get on something. I won't be mad at you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you're stronger.
Even like the hormone replacement shit, like fucking Mike Tyson. Did you see his interview with Joe Rogan? He's like, what do they got you on right now? He's like, man, it's crazy what they can do now. That's what he said.
Yeah. Why aren't we on that?
Yeah. I mean, the money.
You would have taken first at Fuji and could eat pizza.
Oh. For real, yo.
Like, catch me at ADCC
I think my main thing is like I'm like at the end of the day, like I'm a casual competitor, right? Like I'm not going to ADCC trials. I'm not going to be a world champ.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Don't say it now.
Maybe. I mean, I am around you like fucking insane dudes, and I get I get quality training wherever I go.
It's a bug, dude.
Dude, it is.
If you hear someone say I want to win ADCC that many times, be like, I want to win ADCC.
I can't remember who I was talking to, but they were saying the last guy to win ADCC was like 36 or something, right? I could be wrong.
What? The last guy to win?
Won?
Like what division?
I don't fucking remember. I'm about to say some
Maybe they're talking
shit.
about Andre. He won the
How old
absolute.
was he? He's like 36.
I have no clue, but if we're talking about steroids, he is the juiciest man we've ever
He's
seen.
the juiciest.
Dude, he used to fight at 170, and now his shoulders are like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I think I got broad shoulders. He's got boulder shoulders.
Yeah.
That's what we call that in Jersey.
Man.
He's got boulder shoulders.
That's awesome. But yeah, man, it's just apparently you don't peak till you're like in your like mid 30s. That's where the adult male peaks. So I'm 28, right? Like my theory, and it's so cool to talk to someone who's you're not. We've been training like I've actually been training longer than you. Maybe the amount of time you have on the mat's greater than me because you're doing this every day.
I got brown belt mat time.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I've been training like 3 or 4 years, and I think I shouldn't. For me personally, I don't want to get promoted until I can win like a local competition. I want to know that locally around me, I beat every single person that shows up with the mentality to win at my level.
I love that.
Yeah,
love that.
Like if I don't want to walk onto back into my gym with a silver medal, and then they're like, "Oh, you're getting promoted today." Dude, I'll tell them no. I'd be so remiss. I'd be like, "Bro, let me do one more Grappling Industries. Yeah. Let me do like one more fucking something. One more Fuji." I
like that. The mindset's I don't want to be mediocre. I don't want to just have something.
Yeah, dude. I gotta know that I'm at the top of what's locally available as like talent like around me. If I'm not, like then it's not. I don't know. I don't want to be one of these fucking Mickey Mouse fucking bucks of Wheaties. I get my black belt in the fucking mail kind of thing, man.
No. I'm lucky in the fact that when I get promoted, I'm usually beating someone that's like 2 or 3 levels above me.
That's what I'm saying, man.
When I was a blue belt, I was smoking purple belts, and I'd give brown belts pretty hard times. Now I just got my purple belt. I'm smoking most average to above average black belts that walk in the room. We've had a couple black belts come in here, bigger than me. They're leg lock guys. And it's funny, I go with them, and they just can't do a thing. They cannot do one single thing with me. And then it's funny, one guy actually messaged Guy afterwards saying, "Who the fuck is that kid?" Well, because it's Nogi. What belt is he? And I was a blue belt at the time. Guy told him a blue belt. This dude had his heart broken.
That's funny as hell.
But he came back and threw fire at me.
Yeah, no doubt.
Didn't
dude.
work.
Gave you that grease.
Yeah, he came at me a little harder.
That's funny, man. I love going and like visiting with like friendly like gyms that are around me. Like I train in Allentown, and 10th Planet Bethlehem is there, and they throw amazing open mats there.
I know. I've heard about.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking like they're holiday open mats. Highly recommend.
John Blank's the man.
Yeah, dude, and they're like what's cool is like that's Zach Manzolini and JM Holland School, and they're open like for everybody. Like yo, fucking come train, man. And man, I get some fucking amazing rounds with all sorts of fucking different people, and it's so cool getting to see the different flavors. Like, oh my god, I've never even seen this move before. What the fuck is this? And I think that's a big thing. If you're not cross-training, you're missing out a lot.
Yeah, I think gyms start to like turn into a certain style a lot, so I think open mats are really important. I've noticed ever since I've gotten a lot of success in the last 6-8 months from my butterfly half guard, I've seen in this gym a lot of butterfly half guard stuff I did not see before. And Jay doesn't even teach it that much. I probably get it from one of the guys that works with Jay. He teaches leg locks Wednesday mornings at South Jersey BJJ. Luke Nasir, he's a black belt under Ricardo Almeida. Monster at leg locks. I probably get most of my stuff from him. Even he didn't really show me butterfly half guard. He likes playing a more straight butterfly guard to elevation. I'm not really even sure where I got it from. I'm sure I stole it from somebody at some point.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of the game, bro.
But I see a lot of people starting to take influences from my game and implementing it. But then
isn't it cool to see that shit though?
It's nice.
Like there are some guys that are like, I'm a blue belt, so like there's some white belts that like I'll show them a thing. It's like, you know, I learned this from a guy better than me, and this is the little flavor I put on it that works for me. And then they're like, oh shit, that's interesting. Yeah,
but I wish someone would give me some flavor on passing, because mine's god awful.
Dude, I'll tell you this, man. I just recently started doing this. At the end of the day, like, cause it's interesting. A really good friend of mine is injured in my gym right now. Bless his heart. But he still keeps fucking coming to train, and his knee's fucked up. But what we'll do is like, all right, dude, for 6 minutes, I'm going to try to pass your guard. And then once we get to a position where like one of us, you know, you either get me in a submission from your guard or like I pass and we just reset. And then right then, like 30 seconds later, you're passing my guard. It's so much more exhausting than a regular fucking match.
His classes.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it.
Dude,
positional rounds.
It's so valuable, man. Cause I found that's one of the things, like I probably, if it was sub only, I'm confident I could have won at Fuji, but I lost by points.
Points are fake. You did not lose, sir. What were any of those takedowns? Did you get taken down at all?
Man, if I did, I let it happen for like a leg attack or something like that.
You want to know why you let it happen? Wrestling's fake. Wrestling's fake. Points are fake. Wrestling's fake.
I can't have this conversation with so many of my friends because they're like, nah, man, like you just need to. Your game's trash, and you need to do this and the other thing. The problem is, I'm training with so many of these snipers, dude.
Yeah.
I just hunt for subs. Like I'm a product of the guys I train with, dude.
I do.
And like I identified, like I need to get better at passing guard because I want certain submissions that weren't legal there.
Yeah.
That without them, it leaves a vacancy in my shit.
Yeah.
So like
leg locks, if you get really good at it, there's a lot of openings to other stuff. But if you're just a leg lock guy like me, if you can't do a certain leg lock, you might be done, son.
Yeah, dude, it's worrisome. But
the
I lost every match by points. Like I did not get subbed once, and they were scared. Like I could tell. Like the one guy I had, I'm so fucking mad. I might show you the video after this. But I had him in a fucking straight ankle, out of bounds, and I was just about to strip his fucking grip off my gi, and the referee said, "I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I'm 10 seconds from fucking tapping this guy, and we're not hurting anybody on this other mat."
Referees are fake.
Referees are fake.
Anything I don't like's fake.
Oh man, yeah.
I just pretend it's not real.
Yo, I fuck with it though, dude. I need to fucking train with more fucking just like animals. Like, dude, like that's one thing. Like I will say about, dude, it does, man. Difference. The guys in this gym are just fucking bruisers, bro.
And this gym's solid, man.
Dude, it's so like it's small, it's intimate, but bro, the instruction.
And it's the best looking gym in town.
For sure.
It's fantastic.
For sure. You know what? I think I was saying that this was the best gym I'd ever been to until I was at Henzo Gracie Bayside. Have you ever been there?
No.
Dude, they have stalls for their bathrooms.
Really?
I was like, for their showers. They have multiple showers. I'm like,
oh yeah.
This is
New York's the same way,
dude. Yeah, it's so fucking nice, dude.
You know what?
I can't like that. That matters so much to me.
You know what gyms like Henzo Gracie Light?
What?
Like they got that big blue mats, big space.
Yeah.
South Jersey Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was the first gym I went to where I'm pulling a step brothers. Like I'm like, there's so much room for activity. You could have 50, 60 people on the mat and be comfortable.
Dude, that's how Bayside was huge, man. It's a really, really nice gym. I gotta say, man. Henzo gyms, like all you Henzo guys, fucking, you understand what's necessary, man.
Yeah, but you're all ugly.
You know, who's ugly?
All the Henzo guys,
I
because they keep tapping me. I don't like them.
Don't you say this? Us sass guys are ugly, bro. I'm handsome as fuck when I'm wearing a hat.
Hung. No one hurt me. Just screw the Henzo guys, because they've been beating me up lately.
Oh shit, bro.
I'm sick of I like being above average. Yeah. If I hang out with any of them, I'm like, all right, I'm barely hanging in here.
Yo, you're out of control. Yo. Oh shit. Man, dude, that's another thing. Like, you haven't done the military, but I feel like maybe there's a conversation you might be able to have with your dad. Your dad. When I got out of the military, it was really difficult for me to find an activity where people could have a really loose fucking shoot from the hip sense of humor. Like, you can just joke about any fucking thing. And jiu-jitsu's one place where, dude, you can say anything. Because, like, I'm trying to kill you 5 minutes ago. Yeah. It doesn't matter if I say, like, your mom's fat or whatever the fuck I'm going to say. You know what I mean? I banged your girlfriend.
My dad would take that so seriously.
No way. He's a ranger. There's no way.
Bro, he has his own sense of humor. That's not his sense of humor. I remember, like, he just takes things in a more literal way. He has a more literal sense of humor. Me and my mom will say the most my mom makes your mom jokes at me. Yeah. Like, your mom's so fat. I'll be like, yeah, she is. Yeah. But he doesn't really have that military sense of humor that I've seen.
Interesting.
That I've seen. Man. I'd like to say, he's a super smart guy. Yeah. He graduated West Point and stuff that. Like, and you got to be a genius just to get in there. He's much smarter than me. It's ridiculous talking to him and it's funny because he got into it really late. If he got into it when he was my age, he'd be looking at ADCC too. But he's got all these little injuries that really nag him down. Yeah. And he's back now. He's lifting pretty hard, but he's got to be more careful, man. He's like 36. No. Oh my God. My dad's like 42.
Man.
I'm dumb.
42.
Yeah,
Jeez,
he's like
man.
42,
he's young.
And he's a specimen. I'm the shortest guy on my dad's side of the family. Like,
what?
People say I'm big. I'm a midget when I hang out over there.
That's crazy.
My granddad was in the NFL. Like, it's in the genes, man. Yeah,
that's crazy. Dude.
Dad was a monster lacrosse player.
You are gifted.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I do have natural talent. But you know, the best thing that I ever got from my dad was good looks.
All right, man.
Was good looks. Humor was from my mom.
Yeah.
And talent was definitely from Jay, because there was none before Jay. But yeah.
But do you think like a dark sense of humor is conducive to combat sports?
Yes. All the time. Like me and Justin. I tell him to die at least twice a day. He goes driving, instead of saying like, all right, drive safe, I say, please crash. Yeah.
It's funny, like I whenever I see like my jiu-jitsu friends out, and I won't do this to like my musician friends or anything like that, but like the first thing I'll do is this. Yeah, dude.
That's love right there.
Dude, it is, man. We're cut from a different cloth, man. It's just the practitioners of violence, you know?
I mean, because it's all fun to us. Like, we go out, like, not hoping we break a limb, but like when someone says break a leg to us, like, we're trying. Yeah. We're really trying to break someone's leg.
I'm going to try to hurt this guy.
Yeah, and then we're going to hug after.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's so interesting that you can have so much respect in such a violent, like from the outside looking in kind of activity.
Dude, people think it's violent. They really think like MMA is a little different.
I think so.
But I think there's still a lot of respect in that sport.
I think so, man. Like, a lot of people say, like, oh, man, like, a lot of this shit that you see on TV is, like, publicity. And then these guys, like, you know, before the fight, they're getting a fucking steak or drink together or some shit, or after the fights. It's interesting, man. You just understand.
Yeah. People on the outside think, like, combat sports are, like, for
WWE
big jerk
kind of
bullies.
Shit.
Yeah. They think it's all drama. Man, the amount of people that – I know a lot of high-level jiu-jitsu guys, but – the amount of times I see them talk shit on Instagram to each other and then hang out later, it does heat me up a little bit. I'm like, you guys are fake. Yeah. Like, you're just like wrestling. You're fake.
Yeah, for real.
Like, it's literally WWE.
Like yo, you're fucking out of control. Wrestling's fake.
It is. WWE's real. Shots. I'm talking about double legs, single legs. They're not real. I'm going to pull guard so quick, make your head spin.
So in a street fight, you're pulling guard? In a back alley brawl?
I'm doing judo, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm doing a foot sweep.
All right. Fair enough.
You know, if you see me do a double leg anywhere, it's not me, man.
Yeah.
Like someone's brainwashed me.
You've been possessed.
Yeah.
Yo, here's a hot take, right? Best at jiu-jitsu, Jean Grey. Telekinesis. I can just fucking bend your arm without even fucking touching you,
I guess,
bro.
But she's touchy, bro.
That's not even jiu-jitsu at that point, right?
No, but like, when I say touchy, I mean like she's got like an attitude problem.
Oh, the
It's gonna be
Phoenix
hard
Force.
to be a world champion with that mindset.
Bro. Nightcrawler's getting behind her, bro.
Yeah, dude, she's done. Well, Wolverine, he killed her, bro. He could hang.
Yeah.
He could hang.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know why he liked her. Jean Grey was ugly.
I don't know. Like Wolverine, right? He's got the adamantium skeleton shit.
Yeah.
Like let's take the healing factor away. Do you think, like, if you had like metal reinforced bones, like you probably not. I don't know, man.
What are his joints like, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His joints got to be fucking really susceptible.
With no healing factor, he just like if you get a straight ankle, you just got to go on the joint. You're not breaking
for
his
real.
shin.
Like it's heavy. Like it's gonna be a fucking heavy knee bar to get.
Yeah,
but
if
his
you're
hips
doing
not working.
Arm bar, and you're not wearing a cup on that man. His elbow might rip your shit.
For sure. And he's got the claws.
No
Arm
jaw
bar
cranks.
is Fucking.
My rear naked chokes aren't chokes, bro.
No.
They're face crushes. So he might just break me.
I don't know, man. I think the joints are like they can't be handling that weight.
I think we
right?
could handle him if he doesn't have the claws.
I think so, man. If I get him on the ground, it's a wrap.
I like how we're like, yeah, you know these like superhuman beings. I could probably mess them
We'll
up.
take the God part off of him. Like he can't have the healing factor.
He's just a dude.
He's just a dude. Take the claws away. Just bones. Like trying to slice him or something, like doing a bicep slicer on him, probably is gonna be a nightmare. And you know what? Thinking about the straight ankle, like trying to get my fucking bone up against
really hurt.
It's not gonna feel good.
Chokes might be the way to go on this
I think
guy.
so, man. And he's heavy, so it's like he's gotta wear down quick, right?
I heard his stamina's insane.
Yeah. Does that
His
count
last
the
like
healing
his
factor?
last 4 jiu-jitsu competitions, he's gotten first.
Out of control, yeah.
They were all EBI overtimes.
Who are some of the people that you follow like really intimately, like that are high level guys?
In jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
I'm a Danaher Death Squad fanboy for life. Gary Tonen's probably my favorite to watch. Gordon Ryan, if he's doing something I'm watching. Craig Jones. I'm trying to think. I kind of like watching Kainan Duarte, but I also hate him because he beat Nick twice, and Nick would smoke him now. I'm really trying to think.
You think so?
What?
What do you think about Nick's game changed?
His guard passing isn't just explode. Dude, he's technical with the guard passes. He's more aware of leg locks and leg entanglements now. He's throwing them up himself.
Yeah.
The only thing I've ever really do to Nick, I set up leg attacks on him, but his defense is very good.
Yeah,
and
I imagine.
I might be a little cocky here, but after seeing a couple matches of Kainan getting heel hooked, I think I might out leg lock Kainan at this point.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, boy.
Yeah.
No, at Nick's match at Fight to Win, I was standing next to Kainan, dude. He's like a little tank. He's small. Like I'm a little taller than him. That's probably my dream match.
Which one?
Kainan Duarte.
Mm.
Not now. He will kill me.
Yeah.
Easily. But maybe in a couple years, who knows? He's young. We'll still be out there. That's definitely a dream
So
match.
you versus him.
Yeah.
If you could, what's your dream match to watch? What's a matchup you'd love to see?
Gordon Ryan, Andre Galvao.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
so high on it.
Everyone says it.
Everyone
fucking says it.
And if it doesn't happen, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you could rematch anyone, who would you rematch? Do you have any rematches you would like to do?
Every single loss ever. Because
Same.
I haven't really lost to anyone that I don't think I deserve. Like the 10th Planet Long Island guy. I'm not where I need to be to beat him yet, I don't think. But he's a very talented black belt. I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah.
It's just technical things I have to fix. Most of the people, I feel bad saying I want to rematch certain people because most of the people I compete with are like friendly with me. But there is this his name's Joshua Boyer, gorilla of a man. He's when I competed against him, I was about 210, and I wasn't lifting. I was just competing to compete. He was at that Toys for Tots event for Jay. So I won the white belt gi with all submissions. So I was kind of feeling myself.
No doubt.
Swagging. No-gi was my thing anyway. I liked no-gi better. So I'm like, I'm going to submit everyone in this too. And it's 205 and up, so there's no weight limit. So I get on the mat. I looked at pictures of it now. I was a tubby 210, bro. Like I was not like a ripped up 210.
Yeah.
Like I was not in good shape for this. And then I just hear the ground start shaking. Dude, this man, he wrestled and
D1?
no, not D1.
Okay.
Maybe high school, I'm not sure. But he was 340 pounds. So at this point, I think I'd have a pretty easy time in that match. Like, I've dealt with legitimately world-class athletes, and weight's nothing special anymore.
Yeah.
He's pretty athletic for a 340.
Thick boys have bad legs, man.
Yeah, bad legs and bad jiu-jitsu. Not him specifically, but like this match this weekend, I'm 200 right now. This match is at 240 because he asked for it. And it's because, like, most of the time, man, big guys suck at jiu-jitsu. They rely on a lot more.
I think it kind of comes back to the question I asked you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fight above them ever, so they can always abuse weight, strength, pressure.
I told the guy, he reached out to me. Like, Seth asked for 230. I'm like, yeah, fine, that's fine. I was, and that was at Copa Podio while I was waiting to compete. So I'm just like, yep, go ahead.
Was it pre-weight?
What?
Was it pre-weigh-in? So you were upset.
I was 193 in a bad mood. Like, fuck this guy.
Fuck it. Yeah.
230? Yeah.
Let's go.
My Jay wanted me to make him suffer like I suffered. I'm like, nah, man, it'll look cooler. 40-pound difference. But so then the guy I'm competing against reached out to me on Instagram, and he said, hey, man, can we do 240? I'm like, dude, how much pizza do you want to eat?
Yo, for real.
Like, come on, just relax. Go to the sauna for a few hours. You can't make 230? So I'm pretty confident he's going to either get I'm looking to submit him in under 2 minutes, like I said. But if he's stalling, it's going to take a little longer. There's no human way this man is beating me. I've watched his matches.
What's the rule set for this fight to win match? Are you
sub only, decision at the end?
Yeah. So are there any submissions barred?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
It's over.
That's awesome.
I
prefer sub-only rule sets, man.
Yep.
The last time I had a sub-only rule set, I won.
Yeah.
Double gold.
Yes.
And
because submissions are the way to go.
Yo, it's funner.
More fun.
You get more engagement. You don't get this fucking bullshit gaming the system stuff as much.
I can't stand it.
But it's a game, man. Like, jiu-jitsu is a game at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You should. I feel like I had a conversation with a couple of guys at the Black Basement where I train with Rob.
The Black Basement.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds cooler than the Blue Basement.
Hashtag BBC Black Basement crew.
Guys, we're here at Studio84 at the white and gray basement.
Yeah, the old white and gray.
That's on the top floor.
Top floor basement. But yeah, man, I remember like kind of going back and like, oh man, fucking points is whack. But they're like, man, like if you're gonna be good, you need like this is all practical stuff, and you know.
Well, I mean, look at
it's
Gordon
humbling,
Ryan,
man.
Dude.
It's good to be humbled in that shit.
Gordon Ryan's good at everything.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
there's no excuse
game.
I can't be better at all those things.
And
too,
all that stuff's out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that all their stuff is out there. I don't watch any of their instructionals at all.
Have you never watched an instructional?
I have them.
Mm-hmm.
I have them. I've watched probably the most one I've watched was when I was a white belt. I watched Tom DeBlass's half guard domination. Shout out Tom.
That's why you do that half butterfly thing.
A little bit. I kind of did it out of necessity because I used to play half guard on my right side, but this leg doesn't bend past that because of the surgery. So I have to play it on this side. And then I feel like that half butterfly really frustrates people on that left hip. But
do you feel like you're not very ambidextrous with your jiu-jitsu?
No, I got different moves for each side.
For each side, right? Yeah, interesting.
But
man.
I'm not doing the same thing on this side.
I'm not too different on that.
Yeah.
It's I think that's a cool way to be.
I have fun.
Yeah,
I like it. Like if
do you
put
drill
me
on both sides though?
I don't drill.
No, motherfucker.
I never drill. Terrible question.
Terrible question.
Horrible. Skip.
Skip. I don't understand the nature of this question. Next question. I'm
gonna pull like a John Jones, be like, I don't like that, so I'm not gonna answer it.
Yeah.
No, but
it's all good.
But like same thing. I don't drill. I don't watch these instructionals. Jay watches every single instructional 50 times over.
And then teaches you.
Yeah.
The meat. Like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. I think the most important thing about a jiu-jitsu match is being the smartest guy on that mat. But outside of like a match, I don't think I'm that smart with this stuff. Like I kind of have like Durr moments every 5 seconds. But Jay is just a wizard. So I tell it to everybody, man. Like he's the brains, man. I shut up and do what he tells me. And that's where all the success comes from. I shouldn't be as good as I am now. And I'm not even close to as good as I'm going to be. And that's all because he just tells me what to do and I listen.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. the dynamic in here is so fucking cool. I really respect what this like the vibe in here, man. Like I don't know what other word it is. It's just everyone in here is here for a fucking reason. Like there's not much bullshit to it.
Yeah, the one thing I actually really do like about this gym, we got a lot of decent MMA guys in here.
Dude, I want man.
There. We got
fucking
Neto, who's already in the UFC. We got Tim. We got a couple guys that are really good. And
I love this fucking conveyor belt with the bags too,
right,
dude.
the
gym is fucking designed for this, man.
Well, guy designed it pretty much himself.
Dude,
like he's very good.
He
at
told
this
me,
stuff.
man. He broke the whole thing down, Barney style to me, and I'm like, dude, you are a mastermind.
Yeah, I watched that whole podcast with Guy until it got to like the him setting this up. I got so confused. I just tuned out. Like, maybe in 30 minutes we'll be back to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, fucking A.
But the jiu-jitsu, I mean, the MMA guys at other gyms have real ego problems.
What do you think separates the vibe in here from their vibe, and what creates that, do you think?
I don't know what separates it. I came in here one day, and if I go into a gym that's mostly an MMA gym and leg lock all their guys, they'll have a sly comment. They'll be like, "Oh, it was just leg locks." I remember this one guy when I trained with, who was actually like one of my first training partners. I came back to train with him, and I smoked him. He had nothing. We used to be head and head, but then after a year with Jay, it's just ridiculous. He couldn't do a thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, blue belt doing leg locks. Who would have thought?" And I'm a jerk, so I'm like, ADCC champions do leg locks too, bucko." Like, I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he meant by it. But that's like the majority of MMA guys. I came in here to train with these dudes. They said, "How did you do that? Please teach me."
That is the fucking that is the mentality to have, dude.
And I can't leg lock half of them.
Dude,
now.
I remember when I was a white belt, the first time I rolled with my coach, I like walked in, like I had some like army combatives, like I had a little bit of wrestling from middle school and high school. I'm like, dude, like whatever, like you're a black belt, you weigh like way less than me, bro. Like it was when I was like in my fucking meathead phase, bro. He fucked me up every 30 seconds on the 30 seconds for 6 minutes.
Great feeling.
And I was like, all right, I'm humbled. Like, I'm gonna fucking put this shit in the back seat.
Do you think, because you wrestled, I never wrestled. Like my stand-up's all from just live training.
Yeah.
Tough wrestlers. It's not all wrestlers, but a lot of them have very large egos, I've noticed recently. Yeah,
I think it's kind of a bred-in mentality, in my experience. Like, I'm not like a D1 wrestler. Like, my wrestling is mediocre at best.
I think the D1 wrestlers are the ones with the egos.
I think
the more accomplished
that's
wrestlers
what I'm saying. Like, it's bred into them. And here's what I mean. The way that the training goes, and this is what separates jiu-jitsu from wrestling, is that it's really go, 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 fucking hard. There's not much, in my experience, slowing down and really breaking the technique down like there is in jiu-jitsu. Yeah. There, it's like, yo, fucking be quicker, drop down, fucking slam on your fucking knee to get to this dude's fucking ankle pick kind of shit. Man,
I'd tell a coach now.
It wears you down. Like, wrestling wears you down, so it weeds out weaker people. And, maybe that's one of the reasons I kind of quit with it. But I think, honestly, the main reason I did not like wrestling, and I love jiu-jitsu, is because I was trying to understand, like, what is the practical application for this martial art in a street fight? 'Cause like I said, I got into jiu-jitsu for the same reasons that I wanted to do wrestling. I'm like, why would I give up my back to a person? And I didn't even know like a rear naked choke at the time. Like I didn't know any of that shit. I'm just like, it's just like, why wouldn't I want to go on my back so I can fucking engage?
Yeah.
So it didn't make sense to me. The whole thing of pinning, like I was never good at it. I just like, I was okay at like, the stand-up parts. Like I could fucking mush a guy, how to fucking grind my forehead into your grind. Like, you know what I mean? I can do that shit. But it's like, once we're on the ground, the scramble was so confusing to me because like, and I could half Nelson a guy and get him to the back, but I'm just like, it seems like they're in a way more vulnerable position right here. I want to fuck them up from here.
Yeah, there's definitely holes.
And then once I got to jiu-jitsu, it's like everyone's on their back trying to like fucking get you off and then, bust a limb. I'm like, this is it. This is what I've been missing.
There's
like,
holes in every single combat sport that's not MMA.
Yeah.
But I have a cool, not really cool, story about a wrestler with a really big ego.
Yeah.
He was maybe 30.
Dude, wrestlers love to get guillotined. I don't know what it is.
It's because guillotines are real. Wrestling's fake. But I was training at South Jersey BJJ one Saturday morning, and He was 30 years old or so. Back in the day, you know how like he was like Uncle Ricoing it, like,
oh
back in
man,
the day, I had all these accolades.
I could throw a fucking football over that mountain.
Over that mountain. But he was a very good wrestler when he wrestled. Now he's starting jiu-jitsu. He actually recently got his blue belt. He's only been training like 3 months, which is disrespectful.
That is.
He's not. If you're good enough, he was not good enough.
Oh,
I was a blue belt, but he walked around like he was the bee's knees. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with him. I never wrestled in my life, and he couldn't take me down. I thought it was hilarious. I take real pride in my takedown defense, and I have a couple takedowns I like, but my shots are not my strong suit. I'm not the best at taking a shot. I'm working on it right now, but it's not really my thing yet. I like more trips and knee picks and stuff like that.
I do love judo. I will say, like, that's
fun.
That was another one where it was like more intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just feels like this is what I would want to do in a street fight kind of thing. I want to grab your fucking shit and throw you on the ground. So I really like judo. Not the best at it again, but I do blend what I know from wrestling and judo, and I
have a good combo.
Dude, it's cool, man. There's certain things that both of them give, and I'm like I said, I'm not the best takedown guy, but I'm confident on my feet, especially against a guy that's not a D1 wrestler, because they will fucking blast double my ass.
Yeah. So this guy, I think he was a D1 wrestler. Like, wasn't All-American, but he had a lot of like regional wins, so he was decent. He started talking trash to me in our role, and I was working on takedown defense. I shot maybe like twice. He shot like 25 times and just couldn't get me down. He was a little bit smaller than me.
Yeah.
But so he started yapping a little bit, and I'm a guard puller, so I'm like, okay. So I sit down on my butt and I say, earn that blue belt, kid, and he's 30. Pass my guard. Within 15 seconds, I have him in an outside heel hook, and I'm just sitting there. He turns towards the heel hook. It only popped his ankle because I let it go a little bit. He was so upset that it happened. He turned around while I was on the ground, flying Superman punched me in the face. I hate wrestling. Half of them are mean to me. I got some good wrestling friends. They're really good guys, but
man,
a lot
leave the ego at the door, man.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for me. I think that I've gotten this pretty early on, honestly. Like the humbling experience I had, like in my white belt days, like any experience I had with any higher level guy that fucking just washed me. You gotta be humble and leave your ego at the door, but like when you're going to train with your friends at your gym, or maybe your buddy trains at another gym and you're going there, man, you gotta have the mentality like, the last thing I want to do is hurt one of my friends. I don't want to hinder your ability to compete.
Unless they're named Justin Peck.
Man.
Then I try and hurt them.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You're out of control, yo.
But I know exactly what you mean, man.
Yeah.
Like, but at the same, I don't like the saying leave the ego at the door from a competitive standpoint. I think bring your ego, but bring some respect.
Some common sense.
Don't
too,
talk
man.
shit to me unless you're my friend.
Yeah.
Because I will try and take you out.
Yeah. And tap, man. Tap often, man. Like, otherwise, like, you didn't want to fucking hurt his leg, dude.
No.
Like,
He shouldn't have turned that way.
Dude,
I let it go immediately.
Yeah, man. Like, tap, and then, like, this is what I'll do a lot of the times. Like, if I get put into a situation where it's, like, a weird, like, I've never seen this entanglement before, and you tap me, like, I'm going to be like, let's stay here. I want to see if this is going to work. Like, you got me. But let me see.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, like, well, just put me back. I want to see if this escape idea I have is going to work.
Yeah.
Like, you won. Like, you definitely have a break, but let me fuck around in here.
A lot of people do that. I've never really been like that.
Yeah.
I like to see if I can never get into it again.
Well,
but I know a lot of people who want to restart.
I'm a tactile guy. Like, I want to feel that shit. Like, the texture of this submission is strange. I want to know what's the juice behind this shit? Why is this working? What's locking up? I should turn a little bit on the hips here.
Yeah.
Not get me with that shit again.
Yeah. Man, I personally I'm sure it's like everyone. I hate getting tapped. But the thing we're talking about like egos, just don't be a jerk about it if you get tapped. I have a thing. If I lose in a competition, or if I lose in the round, or if I get tapped in the round, I make sure I smile at them and say, good job.
Yeah.
I hate them in my head for 5 seconds.
No doubt.
I hate myself for the rest of the night. But you have to give respect. There's a reason you got tapped. It's not for any fault of theirs. It's a fault of yours.
Yeah. Well,
respect
even
their game.
Another thing too is it's not because you're bad. it's because they're better.
They did something successful.
You know what I mean?
You know, that should be
like
applauded.
maybe they've been working that shit. Maybe they're both you're purple belt. You're going with another purple belt. Maybe they've been labbing this shit for fucking months, and they finally got you with it.
Yeah.
And you haven't been
If
labbing
purple
the
belt
counter
tasks
for
me,
that.
I will cry.
Oh,
Tough black belts, I'll get over
this
it.
fucking guy.
If purple belt tasks me, I'll be heated.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. We gotta. I just want to read this really quick.
Yeah, we got questions. Just one.
Yeah, so D-Boy actually a couple episodes ago. BJJ egos are the way worse than wrestling egos, he said. Interesting take. Hot take.
Interesting. Well, wrestling's fake, sir. So I don't know how that's true. No.
Oh shit.
Maybe he's saying because I keep
man.
saying that. I think it depends on the BJJ guy. If you're talking about people on
maybe even
Instagram,
the gym, right? Like maybe even the gyms, because I don't know like anything about the guy that you were mentioning that like punched you in the face, but you know if
we have
everyone,
a good relationship now.
Yeah, that's good.
He apologized.
Yeah, that's good, man. Like it's good to be mature about those things and to own. Oh, you gotta take ownership of shitty stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. A mentality like anyone out there can argue with me on this, and I'll bet you every single person I've had on my podcast that's a BJJ practitioner will agree with me. If you're one of those gyms where the coach, everything he says is gospel, and you see something that he hasn't taught on,
Get out
and
of there.
dude, and then he stops you from doing it, he's like, no, don't do that heel hook shit. We don't do that here. Dude, you're pigeonholing yourself, man. And man, that old school mentality and just that ego there, like that's something. It's
Definitely
dangerous, man.
I think the old school jiu-jitsu ego is a thing, but I don't really see it day to day. I train at a lot of gyms.
Yeah.
I train with a lot of competitors. They don't have an ego to the point where they're disrespectful to you.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers, literally yesterday I was teaching privates at my friend's gym, and they have this white belt who wrestled in high school and college, and he teaches a wrestling program for high schoolers there because wrestling was just canceled for New Jersey. So that he was teaching them there. He just started jiu-jitsu. This guy saw what I did at Copa Podio, started puffing his chest up at me. I don't do that. I do BJJ, man. I don't puff my chest out at somebody who I saw won something. If I see Nicky Rod win a wrestling match, I'm like, what's up, Nick?
Yeah.
No, I'm like, good job, man. He came up to me and said, good job, but he side-eyed me and said, you want to wrestle, bro? Man, we can wrestle, but you're going to sleep. He even he said, are you going to be here at 6 p.m.? Because it was like 2.
You want to come to my wrestling program? Yeah.
No, for jiu-jitsu class. He wanted smoke. And I was inclined to give it to him, but I kind of wanted to take a nap.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 50-50 on the wrestlers I've met. I don't know every wrestler in the world. There's tons that are super great guys.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this too. We had a D1 wrestling coach at my gym who ended up moving to a different gym, but man, his mentality, his grind, and everything was so valuable for the gym, and he was a great coach and instructor. So I will say, I like there's certain things that come out of like the wrestling. I don't know, archetype that are very valuable to me personally as an athlete. I need to be pushed.
Yes. And
sometimes in jiu-jitsu, it feels more like I'm fucking doing a Rubik's Cube than I'm being like physically tested.
But then you go with somebody who's just a grinder.
Yeah.
And
I
you
need
can be
that
more
shit
technical.
Occasionally, man.
I would not, I'm talking a lot of shit on wrestling.
I know you are,
but
bro.
I would not trade a single round off with a wrestler because it's very valuable. Like I remember the first time I went with a high-level wrestler, my old friend Andrew. He wrestled with Nick at their college. I forget the college it was called. But the first time I rolled with him, I was much technically better than Andrew. But that pace he put on, I was dizzy. Like after just one round with this kid. And if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be competing very well at all. You really do need to see the benefits of everything. I think wrestlers need to slow it down, and I think jiu-jitsu guys need to pick it up.
Dude, I like that.
Yeah.
I can resonate with that in my personal experience, definitely. I think another thing too, there's other martial arts that can supplement jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're like judo is a perfect example that we mentioned. But, you know, you got I haven't ever trained with a guy that does sambo, but I've gone with catch wrestlers. Dude, that shit's awesome. It's a completely other animal than jiu-jitsu or wrestling.
The guy I competed against on Fight to Win last time was a catch wrestler.
Interesting.
Yeah, I caught his neck pretty quick.
Oh, man.
I have no respect.
I catched his wrestler.
I need to go with a catch wrestler who's like actually like a solid guy.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. I've only really gone with BJJ in wrestling. I've never really gone with a straight judo guy before.
Well, you're gonna have a hard time finding him outside of the gi.
Hey, man.
Would you do a super fight, like a big super fight in gi? Like a Fight to Win, there was a guy that was like a let's say a brown belt that gi.
How good is he?
Comparable record to yours. Comparable to your no gi record in gi.
It's not that I don't want to compete in the gi. I want to compete well. I don't want to train in the gi. I get so bored.
Why? How? It's just slower.
Yeah, it's slower. Like I said, I think wrestlers need to slow it down to learn BJJ. Not in general. When they're in competition, destroy the dude right away. And I think jiu-jitsu guys need to pick it up. And I think the gi is, I guess it's valuable. Me and Jay kind of agree on the fact that if you want your no-gi to get really good, you don't need to do gi. But I think it does have definitely benefits, like with actually like thinking about what you're doing. Like no-gi, it's kind of just like a go, 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 go. Not at the level of wrestling. But I just don't enjoy the gi. I did it for a year and a half, and I didn't like a single practice.
That's funny. I think, I don't know.
I'm talking shit on wrestling.
Gi,
Dude,
bro.
I have no friends anymore.
About to start some enemies, man.
That's how I talk every day.
D-Boy's writing paragraphs over here. My God.
D-Boy. Who's D-Boy? You said you had him on the podcast?
Yeah, he's out of Rat Pack Fighting System. Is
he a wrestler?
I don't think so. He's definitely not a wrestler, like, as his main thing. He's a jiu-jitsu brown belt, I believe. Good shit. He's in Palmerton. Let me see what he said. Maybe he has a question for Steve.
Don't talk shit to me, because I'm going to be nice to you.
Bad wrestlers are never cocky. Bad BJJ players are always cocky.
I agree. No, I'm going to agree with that. Someone who's not good at jiu-jitsu.
Shots fired.
But you know what it is? They're not cocky at practice, a bad jiu-jitsu guy. But when he's out with his boys.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like, you know those memes where it's like they're watching a UFC fight. I would throw up the triangle right here.
100%.
Yeah. Listen, D-Boy, I actually do agree with you. But wrestling's still fake.
You don't see wrestlers with 0-30 records. What is he saying?
Don't come at Dylan.
Promoting themselves on Instagram and shit. But you'll see grapplers who never win like that post like they just won ADCC after a local tourney.
I see what you're saying. I don't know a lot of those guys because, here at Studio84, we only work with winners.
Yo.
Except Justin Pack. He's terrible.
Yo. I'm about to have Justin on next time,
dude,
bro.
Honestly, Justin's a very awkward. I would talk to him a little bit, like get to know him before you have him on.
No doubt.
Because he will sit there and be like, yes.
Damn.
No. Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm usually pretty good at probing those guys. Like I can get into a guy. Like I think this is what I tell a lot of people. The sweet spot for my podcast I've found, with a few exceptions. There have been some great, really short podcasts, and the longest one I ever had was 5 hours.
Oh,
crazy.
Shit. How much crack did you do before that?
None. But I had some beers. I think I might have had some coffee or something before, but I realized, it was like, bro, it's 1 a.m. Holy shit. Like, we need to call it. We just went into so many things. It was a guitar builder. The luthier is the term, yeah.
Actually sounds like it could be a 5-hour podcast.
Yeah, well, we just got into current events with the corona and, like, how, like, it's affecting his shit. And, like, I had my bandmate on. It was just a whole ordeal. But that was a great one, 5 hours. Sweet spot, like 2.5. Because the first 30 minutes, I got to break down your walls.
Yeah. I don't have any walls, man.
I know. You're pretty easy to get into, like, right out the gate, man. I appreciate that.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
But I'm like a boring open book.
Oh, my God.
Like, you're like, what do you do?
You're like a
Jiu-jitsu.
book that's like calling out other books inside the book. It's like, fuck Mark Twain. Fuck.
My call-outs are all in fun.
I love it, dude.
My girlfriend's stepbrother, or adopted brother, not stepbrother, he...
Oh, just tighten it. Right, that's the one. That's the one.
He's a pure wrestler who just got into jiu-jitsu. and I love training with him. I trained with him 25 minutes straight yesterday. Great time. Like I respect everybody in this game. I don't respect someone who doesn't respect everyone else.
Yeah, those guys I find, and it's kind of one of those things where I know a lot of people in a lot of different circles, and you can kind of see patterns and personalities everywhere, right? You have like the guy that's like this shreddy guitar player, but he's actually bad.
Yeah.
Like he can play fast as shit, but you're like, yo, let's slow it down and play something like tasteful. They don't know what that means.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you mean sweeps? Like fucking crazy shit. It's like, dude, just feel this.
Yeah.
Play 3 notes in the
feel
next
this.
10 seconds. Tell me which 3 notes are good. They can't fucking do it. But those guys tend to be kind of like cocky, like, dude, I'm the fucking fastest guy at this open mic. Like, cool story, bro, or whatever. And then the same thing I'll find in like jiu-jitsu with some white belts who have like a background in like wrestling or something. It's like, oh man, I'll fuck all these guys up.
To be honest, they do fuck up like most of the other white
White
belts.
belts, true, for sure.
They mess people up.
But then, you know, like they're also the guys that take getting their ass beat poorly. Like,
yeah.
And they'll be the guys that let injuries happen because they don't want to tap. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Don't make me do this to you.
I've done this to a few people.
Yeah.
Like I was training at this one gym, and I have an inside heel hook, and we both know you don't play with inside heel hooks. And he was a MMA guy, but he came from wrestling. I have it on him. I'm looking at the coach, and I'm friends with the coach. I'm looking at the coach, and the coach is like, you should tap. I'm not going to rip a heel hook on somebody because if I do that, that's karma, man.
Yeah.
One day I won't know what's happening. I'll think I'm good. Someone will rip it. So I just sat there with it locked up. And if I felt
you're just responsible, man.
Yeah. And he looks at, I tell him he should tap. His coach tells him he should tap. He looks at me and says, I'm good. Like, you're not good, kid. So I put not pressure on the heel. I started like
going into the knee.
hipping in. I started hipping in on the knee immediately. He's like, see, I was good. I'm like,
dude,
right.
I moved an inch.
Yeah.
Like I had another 6 inches to go, bro.
And I gave him
my
my number for privates. I haven't gotten a call yet.
It's funny, dude. I don't know, man. I think I don't know, man. It's hard. It's a hard like dichotomy to break down.
But everyone has an ego.
Yeah,
Everyone,
and
especially in this.
It's like you said. Don't like. I think like don't bring it on the mat, but it's different when it's me and the blue belt that I was a white belt with, and like we've been training from the bottom. Like we're gonna be different to each other, but I'm not doing that against like a purple belt from another gym.
Yeah.
Like if he's coming to visit, like I want to see him work. Like I'll even put myself in bad positions because I'm like, I wonder what they're doing at that gym in this situation.
Dude, when I see a new person that looks like they might be good, I'm like a dog that sees a treat. I want that round more than anything else. And I will be like darned. I'm not gonna curse. My mom's watching right now. She just texted me.
Sorry,
I'll be darned if he gets something on me. It'll hurt my heart if he does. So that's where I say, don't leave. My ego's in that round, but at the same time, my respect has to be in that round.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna smash his face.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get after it.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it
a
round.
I might fucking like grind at your jaw a little bit to get this.
Oh yeah, if I'm on your back and you're not giving me your neck, you're losing a jaw. Or
yeah. Your teeth are gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
I expect the same from me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get mad at him if he tries to jaw break me.
I don't know. When I'm visiting a gym, this is what's worked for me historically, right? I match the pace of the person I'm with, or I go slower. And if I tap, whatever, I'm there to learn, and I want to be invited back. You know what I mean?
That's a big thing.
For me, this sport has been so kind to my networking. Like I've met some of the most awesome dudes I've met ever. Great people in any activity that I'm with. So I have more respect for jiu-jitsu than I can say. Like it goes way deeper than how awesome the sport is at keeping me fit and confident in my life, you know. But I don't know, man. But yeah, man, we've been running for like a couple hours now, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, this has been fun.
Yeah, dude, it went fucking quick.
Man,
do you have any final sentiments that you want to throw out there, man?
Yes,
Any
I
shout
do.
outs and all that good stuff?
A few things I'm going to say.
Oh, please.
All right, so wrestling's fake. And heel hooks get you girls.
All right.
That's it.
That's it?
That's all I want anyone to hear. If you don't watch this podcast at all,
Just fast forward to the end.
just the end. Heel hooks get you girls and wrestling's fake.
TLDR. Heel hooks.
All right, man. Brother, thank you for having me.
No problem, brother. I'm looking forward to I might I have friends that are on this card this weekend.
Dude, I would
for tomorrow.
I would come.
I might
it's gonna
come.
Be a good one.
I might come, man.
It's honestly a stacked card.
I know.
Tom
dude.
DeBlass is back.
I know, dude.
Shout out Tom DeBlass.
Shout
Good
out.
buddy of mine.
I don't know. You might see me tomorrow night.
Awesome.
You better not let me down.
Dude, I took so many steroids before this.
Let's fucking go.
Thank you.